is up, Friday Nighters? Welcome back to just another Friday night. Guys, we're doing things a little bit different tonight. We're going to allow a little bit of time for people to come in and join this live. While that's happening, I'm going to actually go in to where we record our normal podcast every week, and I'm going to hit record there, and we're going to record this at the same time that we're recording the live. So I normally say this is the pre-show, but this is not going to be the pre-show. This is going to be the actual show as well. So please let us know in the comments if you can see us, because right now we cannot see ourselves. So that's always a treat when that happens here on the Facebook Live feed. But it says we're having trouble. So what are you going to do? All right, guys. So I'm going to give it a few seconds here, and then right now I'm going to start us up on our actual podcast. So I'll probably greet you guys again, and you're going to hear a weird thing at the 30-minute mark where I tell you we're going to go to a break, but we're actually not going to go to a break. We'll still be right here with you. So, let's do it. We're figuring it out. We're flying by the seat of our pants, so it's going to sound funny, but we're going to do our best here. What is up, Friday Nighters? Welcome back to just another Friday night. I am your host, one of your two hosts, CM Chuck. Across from me, as always, my podcast partner, my co-host, the man, Double A, Adamantium Adam.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah, guys, welcome back. Welcome to just another Friday night. This is weird because we're recording in two places at once, so forgive me if it sounds weird, if it looks weird, because we're on Facebook Live and we're also recording on our regular podcast recording app at the same time, because we want to try this and see if maybe we can kill two birds with one stone. So, you know,
And we're off to a bad start already.
yeah, we're getting Facebook Live's telling us we can't. It's not showing us ourselves, but I'm seeing some comments here that we are here, so that you can see us. So that's awesome.
Okay.
But we're just gonna do the best we can, guys. So let us know. We got some people here in the Facebook Live. I'm gonna do my best to greet you guys. Again, if you're listening to us on just the podcast version, you're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? Because they don't know that you guys are here live, because they can't see that. They're just listening on audio, which is how we normally do things. But we're making an attempt at this, so bear with us in our first one. We got Jay Dollars in the house. What's up, fellas? Looking good. Thank you, Jay Dollars. Appreciate that. And Prima is here. Yeli, hi, Yeli. How you doing? Glad that you are here joining the live with us tonight. Guys, so couple of things we're going to get out of the way really quickly. Last week we meant to show you guys our awesome new keychains from Deuces Mercado. So I don't think I got a really good chance to show you this. So check that out. That is the keychain right there. It's got our logo. It's got our what I call logo A on the front and logo B on the back. Logo B is the one that Double A has on his tee right now. There might not be a good lighting on this, but if you can see that, it's really cool. It's a bottle opener too, so for all of our drinking partners there, we got that. And it comes in silver and in red, and I think there's even a blue one. So I had a great time last weekend, Double A, hanging out over at Atomic Toys and More with Javi and Lucky, the Dork Dad from Dork Dad Podcast. They filled up a bin on the day that I was there, full of toys. For Toys for Tots, so that was really cool. Was really glad that they had me out there, and Javi even slapped our sticker on the back of his register.
I saw that.
Anybody walking in is going to see that now and
Super
ask
cool.
questions. We left some stickers there so people can go by. If he still has some left, I hope, I'm sure he does. You can go by Atomic Toys and More and get some stickers from Just Another Friday Night. Javi's a really great guy, really nice guy, great shop owner, beautiful shop. It's small, but it's packed to the brim, Double A, with Star Wars, man, statues, I mean, everything, every kind of toy, I mean, Marvel stuff, loose figures, old school Joes, mail-aways, comics. There's some comics there. I picked up a really rad book I wanted to talk about. I picked up this issue of Spawn. And what makes this issue really cool and special, guys, is that if you look in the skyline, and you can read it, it's going to look weird right here, but it's all the names of the comic shops, I guess, that have supported Spawn over the years. And right here on the front cover, right in this, where am I at? Right here. I got it upside down. Right in this building right here, you can see the name of a place we want to talk about really quickly. The Collectors Authority on Southeast Military, guys. We're bringing them up. That's Pete's shop. Been here on the south side for over 20 years. And tomorrow on 12/12 at 12 in the afternoon, Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger himself, is going to be over there signing autographs, taking pictures as part of his Power Ranger Protection Program.
Yeah.
Guys, this is a super rad cause to help small businesses. It's, shops that maybe, have been kind of struggling because of COVID or whatever. He's going over there to help them out. He's not taking any of the money for himself. He's giving it all back to the shop. So whatever you buy in autographs and pictures, it goes to help out Pete and the Collectors Authority shop. They're kind of the sister shop to Authority Comics, who we always talk about, Mario Delgado. They were partners for many years there at Collectors Authority. Then they do their own thing now. But yeah, man, guys, go out there, meet the Green Ranger, Tommy the Green Ranger. Then he became the White Ranger,
the Red Ranger, the Black Ranger.
Yeah,
he became all the rainbow.
He ran the whole gamut there. But yeah, man, seems like a genuinely nice guy. You've met him before. We talked about this last week. Yeah. You know what I mean? So pretty cool. I mean, a chance to have a cool experience.
It's going to be cool, and he's going to stick around till the store closes. So he'll be there all day.
Yeah, that's a really great thing that Double A told me, is that he stays till the very last person. Everybody gets an autograph. Nobody misses out, so that's awesome. Steve in the house. What up, Steve? We appreciate you being here, man. Thanks for coming in late. I know you had hoped for 6:30, so did I. But, it never goes that way. Jess is here. Hey, Jess. How you doing, babe? Appreciate you being in. Mom, hi, Mom. Letty, what's up, Let? We appreciate you being here. Allie, hey, Als. Als, we didn't get a chance to get the drinks. I'm glad you can see and hear us. We opted for beer, and here we are coming on super late.
We started off kind of late, so.
Yeah, guys, and it's gonna be kind of a long one. So I know normally this goes about 40 minutes, but expect it to go longer because we're going to go right from this right into our podcast, which we're already recording right now. So if you're listening to us on the audio version, you're probably wondering what the hell we're talking about. But we think it's all going to work out in the end. And you're going to hear me at the 30-minute mark. I'm going to tell you we're going to be right back after a quick break. That's for our audio listeners, because on the app that we use, every 30 minutes you've got to take a little quick break and kind of, in a sense, change out the film like you would on an old school movie. But don't worry, we won't actually be going anywhere. We'll still be here. You can still comment in, and we'll do our best to answer you guys. But once we get going on the actual conversation, we'll probably be paying a little bit less attention to the comments, but feel free to comment in. Let us know your thoughts about the episode and what we're talking about today and tonight. And when we do the little switch over I mentioned, which won't take but a second, we may take an opportunity to read and see what you got to say, and maybe answer and address some of the things you're talking about before we start recording again.
I mean, whoever sticks around, you'll probably be really involved with this episode.
Yeah, so. and if we don't, please don't take it as a slight. Guys, number one, I don't see all the comments all the time. We don't see all the comments. Sometimes they come in later after the live is ended. Yeah. And in fact, right now with the visual down, normally we see in the upper corner, how many people are here. We can't see that right now. So I don't know how many are on this live right now, but
it says 11.
It says 11 right now. So 11,000 for the audio listeners. But guys, we do have international listeners, so sometimes I don't think they listen to the next day, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so Double A, adrenalize me, man. Is there anything else that happened in the world of pop culture, comicdom, news this week that is of interest? I know we talked about a couple of things.
Yeah, well, Disney just broke everything out, didn't they?
Oh man, they dropped the bomb on us, man. Yesterday, the Disney, I guess it was the investors, the profit meeting, whatever it was, and big time hard flex from them, letting you know this is where to put your money here. Yeah, if you didn't order Disney Plus and you like pop culture stuff, you better order it right now. Mm-hmm. So, huge slate of Star Wars, huge slate of Marvel movies. Not movies, shows. It seems like shows. Yeah. Disney Plus is going to go hard on the shows. What If, an animated show.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it looks great. We did drop the trailer on our Facebook page, Just Another Friday Night. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. We're probably sure if you're into this stuff, you've seen it a couple of times. Guys, What If is a great comic book series that we love from back in the day, pretty much asking all the questions, what if this happened instead of that? What if Iron Man hadn't died?
What if someone else turned into the Hulk?
Right, yeah.
What if Iron Man didn't get hit with shrapnel?
From what I saw in the trailer, one of them looked like, I guess, what if instead of Star-Lord getting picked up, it was T'Challa that got picked up? So that looks like a great series is going to be really awesome. One of the things they announced also, Kevin Feige and the people at Marvel, is that they're not going to recast Chadwick Boseman.
No, they're not.
They're going to go a different route. So I'm really excited to see what the writers do. Rest in peace to the king, Chadwick Boseman. But we still need a Black Panther, and of course that movie did wonderful. So we'll see what happens in that world. You know what I mean, when they go as far as Black Panther. Steven's commenting here. Yes, we lost Tiny Lister.
Yeah.
Yes,
Debo
from Friday. Also Zeus from No Holds Barred with Hulk Hogan, where I first got
and
introduced.
And he main evented SummerSlam '89.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so wrestling history there, guys. Film history. Great actor, hilarious. Got all those Friday movies. I know he did a bunch of other stuff. Yeah,
Little Nicky.
Right. That's right. Yeah, Dark Knight, Little Nicky, great stuff. Yeah, I forgot he was the brother in Little Nicky too. So what a great actor. 62, I believe.
Super young.
Super young. Sad to hear of that passing. You get all this great news in the day from Disney, from all this stuff that's going to be wonderful for fans of things. And then at the end, of course, 2020 does its thing and takes somebody awesome from us. So rest in peace to him, and our prayers and thoughts go out to the family of him. That's with that. Guys, if you're a Star Wars buff, the big one, AA, who is coming back to the Star Wars universe?
Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker. Super pumped up. I don't know what they're going to have. I don't know if they're going to have him do flashbacks. Then I read somewhere that there might tease a rematch between the two. I was like, wow. Could they actually have a rematch?
I mean, it makes me wonder. Like, he comes back, but is he? Is he?
They never say that he looks.
Yeah,
because remember he kind of hints in A New Hope that like even Tarkin thinks Obi-Wan's dead. He's like, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
He thinks he's dead.
Right. That's true. Like, why do they think that? Yeah, it's interesting where they're going to go with it. And I know that for a long time, the time frame that was supposedly set for this Obi-Wan Kenobi story is supposed to be after Jedi, or after
Revenge.
After Revenge, but before Return of the Jedi. Excuse me, A New Hope.
A New Hope.
So most people think he was just being a hermit hiding out on Tatooine. So what story are you telling there? Him just hanging out at the Mos Eisley Cantina?
Well, I mean, if you saw, he still had action with Darth Maul.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely did see that from, is it Rebels or Clone Wars? It was one
Rebels,
of those.
I believe it was.
So, I mean, I think there's a lot of ways you can go. Flashbacks would be awesome. Ewan McGregor is obviously still young, so to kind of have him
looking older
the whole time. Looks great.
He still is pretty damn young too.
He's going to be a great Anakin, man.
Yeah, I think with a different writing team, he'll do a lot better.
We're hoping that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni from The Mandalorian are not busy and can...
Look, George Lucas is great. We love him, but he is not a writer.
Yeah.
He comes up with the ideas, but not a writer.
And guys, Dave Filoni, Hard Flicks, is the man in Star Wars right now.
Yeah.
Tab and Ricky Huntley are here in the house. How y'all doing? Thank you for being here on the live. Appreciate that. Guys. So Filoni wears a cowboy hat everywhere. I think I want to start wearing a cowboy hat everywhere to be like him, because it's pretty awesome. He's my hero right now. If you're watching The Mandalorian and you're keeping up, man, we're not going to spoil it for you because it is killing
don't spoil it, because I haven't seen the latest one.
It's just, the entire thing is amazing. It's, from season 1, but it's just cranked it up. Even without seeing today's AA, the last 2 were out of sight, man. Out of this world to put a pun in there. So The Mandalorian killing the game, and we're gonna get that. Hayden Christensen comes back in the Obi-Wan series, but we also get the Ahsoka solo story,
awesome. And it's supposed to be in the same timeline as Mandalorian.
Yes, exactly. Then they also mentioned Willow. You're bringing back Warwick Davis, who originally played Willow. If you're a fan of Willow, it's coming back. It's going to be a series. So they're going to do a Willow series. I'm sure it's going to look amazing and be amazing. I guess you recast Bad Mardigan, because I don't think that Val Kilmer is in any shape.
He's not in any shape, no.
He's not. I know he really can't even speak. No. So that's not, but I'm sure they find someone young and great and get his approval, and it'll be awesome. So there's that. We also posted up on our Facebook page the Loki trailer. It's going to be a show, guys. We saw what happened. Loki gets the I call it the Cosmic Cube.
Cube, and then he just disappeared.
Yeah, he just disappeared, and so I guess we're finding out what's up there. Yeah. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, long talked about. We're finally getting that, guys. And it looks like, shows now are like movies, man.
Yeah,
so it looks like,
especially when it's Marvel.
Oh yeah,
it's all under the Marvel house.
Yeah.
So Charlie Cox.
Yes.
confirmed.
Oh my gosh.
As Daredevil again.
As Daredevil again, which leaves me hope that we will get John Berthal as Punisher back.
I'm hoping he's going to come on to Spider-Man and be his lawyer.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping.
And they also said he may encounter She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, who's also an attorney,
lawyer.
so that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo's going to be back.
Yeah.
And Tim Roth, who's from the Edward Norton, as Edward Norton Abomination in that whole movie. So a lot of people coming back, they're not.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're bringing. They say maybe now we had previously said no Toby, no Andrew Garfield, the previous Spider-Man. Now they may be back, so we're gonna get all the Spider-Man. The multiverse is gonna be alive and well. We hope. So that's gonna be great, guys. Lots of good stuff in the Marvel world and the Star Wars world, and really as the Disney world is what it is. You know what I mean? So. Andor, the movie Andor, based on Cassian Andor from Rogue One. Diego Luna, I love Diego Luna. He is my dream casting for a young Inigo Montoya. If you have the Quibi app, you got a little taste of him doing some of the lines during their shot at home. Okay. Yeah, they did this shot at home Princess Bride, where pretty much it's like you imagine you're reading the lines from the movie, and then I film some parts on my camera, then I hand you. Let you do your camera, and everyone, dude. So everyone is there, man. Like Javier Bardem, like they get everyone. Double A, like everyone is doing it until they're done with the movie. Even Fred Savage starts it out as the thing. So Fred it's very cool, very cool. Carrie Yules comes out. Everybody from the Princess Bride. Yeah, that's one of the best things I've ever seen on the Quibi
app. What
about
Robin Wright?
I think she does come out. I think she does make an appearance. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. They get pretty much everybody. The guy that played, I can't say his name. Chewit Ejiofor, the 12 Years a Slave. He does a good Humperdinck. He's
Chris Sarandon?
At one part, some of the part because everyone's like they're doing it as each scene and it's different people. So it's very cool, a very interesting Princess Bride rendition. If you ever get to watch that on the Quibi app, so that's that. Last but not least, also tomorrow at the wrestling shop at Rolling Oaks Mall. From 3 to 6, there are going to be 4 female wrestling stars, upcomers that are incredible. One of them is the daughter of
Eddie Guerrero. Shao Guerrero. Thunder Rosa and Allison Kay and Red Velvet. You might have seen, or pretty much all of them on AEW. They all are on AEW now, so they're going to be here. We're going to go be out there. We're going to check them out.
Yeah. We're going to wear our tees and try to get some pics with them while we've got our tees on. I've got to remember that I'm on camera, so I keep like my posture and everything. I'm used to us turning it off. But, guys, if you get a chance to go out to the wrestling shop, support a great, again, small shop owner, Oscar. He was over at Wonderland of the Americas, the old Crossroads Mall.
He's got a much bigger store now.
And now he's in Rolling Oaks, which has another, I believe they have another shop in there called Scruffy Nerd Herders instead of Scruffy Nerf Herders. That's kind of cool. I've been in that shop before. Cool stuff in there too. So go out there and make a little day of it and go see some stuff, get some Christmas shopping.
They're on the upper floor. He said across from the Hot Topic.
Okay, yeah. For the collector in your life, guys, you go to one of these places and get something like that, get yourself an autographed picture, and then you can also pick up some stuff from any one of those places and get some of that done. Also, Rolling Oaks is pretty cool because it's not really ever that trafficy. It's pretty cool in there. Pretty cool to go in there and shop, and it's not insane. So awesome on that. But other than that, I think that might be all the news, so to speak, that we've got. If anyone else has anything, feel free to let us know, and then we'll go ahead and chat about that too for a second or two here. But we can get right into it then, right? Double A? Okay, so tonight, Double A wanted to talk about something that we haven't talked about since last season. And it is a broad topic, hugely broad, but you can attack it from any different angle. You can talk about this. You can have an entire podcast dedicated just to this subject. But we're going to do our best to talk about some of it here in our show, the world of music.
Yeah.
We are both huge music fans.
Yes, we are. Different kinds of music as
Different kinds of music, but some of our tastes overlap, as most people with music. You will have things that overlap. You'll have things that are totally out of left field. Yep. So I'll take one of those too. We're gonna grab one there. We're gonna freshen up our beverages here, ladies and gents. So Double A said, "Hey, what do you think about talking about music?" And I said, "How do you want to approach it?" And he goes, "Well, lots of things. Maybe we could talk about vocalists,
singers,
singers, albums,
bands, albums,
songs,
songwriters.
Definitely, definitely. So,
and I knew this was going to be a big subject, so I enlisted the help of 4 Friday Nighters.
Awesome, very cool, very cool. I'm excited for this. I haven't heard this.
And I kind of asked them kind of to, on top of their heads, to kind of like give me their kind of list, and they all came up with some really, really different, like these lists are not the same in any kinds of ways between these 4 people.
Okay. Are you going to give me the names, or are we going to talk? Okay. Because I know Friday Nighter Joe has gotten on me before on our group, the Friday Night Faithful, about my, Korn, the band Korn specifically, and so I know he's just breaking balls. He's a good guy, but yeah, I mean, so this is one of the things me and Double A talked about on this. I told him I was a little bit nervous. I said I'm a little bit nervous. I'll tell you why. I said because Double A, if you've ever heard a single episode of us before, you know this. When we talk about wrestling and things like that, this man right here across from me can remember dates, years, names of people, like other things like that, other matches. And it's the same with music, man. The guy is like an encyclopedia, which is what makes him a perfect podcast partner. I, on the other hand, am very roundabout, kind of very general. I'm like, I like to sing that in the shower. You know what I mean? Like, I'll buy an album with just liking maybe 1, 2, 3 songs. You know what I mean? So, and again, my taste is all over. The last album I bought on iTunes, I bought the entire new Busta Rhymes album. I heard about 4 songs off it. They were all great. I was like, this is an investment for me. I was like, it was $6.99 on iTunes. I was like, all right. That's the last, like, you could say, album I bought, which now in today's age isn't really even an album. It's not like a physical, I didn't buy a physical album. And a lot of times I am all about owning the artwork, because I like those aspects of a CD, and we're going to show you some stuff I've got here in a minute. But, yeah, what about you? Like, how do you like to ingest the music? I mean, what's the best way? Are you like an MP3 guy, or are you CDs still? Okay.
CDs.
In the car?
In the car.
Okay. Yeah. And I know you jam out almost every weekend with your brothers. Yeah. But your brother kind of DJs, and I know he uses the...
No, we all DJ.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's on tablet, though. He's doing tablet, kind of YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Okay, that's cool. It's, you kind of queue up whatever you want. You know what I mean? I like that.
Or sometimes I'll be in, kind of like in a room with the music on, reading. And,
okay.
That's how I do it. So.
Oh, you're one of those readers. You can read the music.
Yes,
okay.
I sure can.
I can't always do that. So it depends
sure
on what I'm reading. A magazine or an article, comic book, sometimes I like total silence. I'm like my movies, you know what I mean? I like it to be like quiet, you know what I mean? But I can't, it just depends, man. It's all about a mood, you know what I mean? So
of course it is,
like I said in the show notes here, it's like, I call it the universal language. I mean, music is, a way that I think that we can all understand each other.
Like tens of thousands of people go to concerts for bands. You can't get any more unity than that.
I'm always amazed too about how like an American band can have like a huge international presence, and vice versa. Where how many UK bands do
the
we
British
love here?
invasion in the 60s?
Totally. And we were just talking about earlier, like Scorpions being from Germany and AC/DC from Australia. So I guess it's like, of course the music's in English, but I've heard music in other languages. Obviously, we've listened to, we're here in South Texas, Tejano. You know what I mean? So we hear things like that, and I can't really understand it, but I still enjoy the way it sounds. Sure. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it's like that for the Euro fans too.
Right.
Right. Can't understand anyone, but they still sing to it.
Japanese fans seem like they're huge
too.
To
English. They sing it in English too with them. So.
Steve says, didn't Dylan sell some of his music
for $300 million? He sold his catalog to Universal for $300 million.
Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan.
Really? So he's like getting out of the game.
Yeah, I would imagine so. So Universal owns his rights to his songs, so you'll probably start hearing Bob Dylan songs all over the place.
Wow.
And $300 million. Hey, not bad.
That's great, because there's a guy that we've often talked about as being a great songwriter, incredible songwriter. I like his voice.
I'm not a fan.
But he's not a great vocalist. No. Yeah, that's not his thing.
No.
The man can play. His songs are so moving and so powerful, I think. I like
them done by other people.
I agree. I agree.
Jimi Hendrix. Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the band, you know.
For
I
sure.
like his music done by other people.
And he's influenced so many. He's influenced he influenced my favorite singer-songwriter, who I'm going to talk about tonight in a second. But that's one of his huge influences.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely. We touch on Bob Dylan for sure. His kid too. It's got
Jacob.
I
like that one album he has with the Wallflowers.
Right. Yeah. The One Headlight song to me is like a song that takes me back.
Well,
to,
that whole album's good though.
Is
that
it?
Whole,
okay. I have to hear the whole. I'd have to hear the whole thing, and that's one of those things.
Much better vocalist.
Okay. Yeah.
than his father is.
I was telling Double A too. I said music in a way also too. It's like, how do you what does it do for you? Does it does it
takes you back.
Takes you back to a place. You tie it to something for the most part. But we also had this big conversation about how we both enjoy 50s music.
Yep.
And we weren't alive in that time or whatever. Now maybe when we first started hearing that something was going on. But there was a lot of time in my youth, Double A, I don't know about you, is I was kind of an introvert and would stay inside and I just really wouldn't, I'd sit and turn the radio on, or I'd be up really late at night, like when you can't be outside. I wouldn't go to bed, and I just have the radio on. My dad brought my mom this like Sony boom box from when he was in Korea, and it had 2 removable speakers, and she would she would record songs on it. It had 2 tape things.
Okay. Yeah.
When she got a better one,
the tape trading thing.
Yeah, I got that one. I would literally record songs off the radio. You know what I mean? It was like pause and play, and then record over here, and I'd hit them all 3. And then I'd wait till a song came on 995 Kiss or whatever, and I'd unrecord it, and I'd unpause it, and I'd let it start recording, and then I'd hit pause it. So I had a bunch of these tapes, and not to lie to you, in fact, I should have brought that in. I still have a lot of those tapes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'd make my own mix tapes, you know what I mean, and later on I made my own mix CDs when we got into that, you know what I mean. So I don't have a particular genre that is like, I would say I don't even listen to. I probably won't talk about it much here tonight, but there's even country music that I enjoy. What I mean? And I don't know. I don't say that as a slight to country music. I just mean like a lot of people might not assume that. They'd say, "Oh, do you like country?" And I mean, like, hell, we even like classical. I know your dad was a big classical fan.
Yeah.
You listen to Beethoven and things like that. And so, I mean, there's a room for everything where we're coming from in music, but. Double A, take me a little bit into your world of music. What have you got? Or did you want to do your list first?
No. So, yeah, I mean, it's, at first it was like grunge music, new metal came into my life.
Because you're born in the late 80s.
Yeah.
So, like, when you're, like, kind of old enough to be, like, out of, kind of like, when do you kind of get out of kiddie music?
New metal was the genre that dominated. Then it was like kind of back to the heavy metal stuff with like Slipknot and all them.
How old would you say you were when you kind of got into like adult music? Like maybe 9?
Sure.
That sounds probably about right. That was probably about it for me, about 9.
Queen was in my life a whole lot.
Because you had big brothers that were listening to music
Kiss
all the
was
time.
into my life.
Right.
Jimi Hendrix was in my life.
Yeah.
The Doors.
Yeah.
They were just on the turntable over and over and over. Scorpions. So yeah, I never really heard like what Barney songs. I never went through Barney songs.
Yeah, or like Disney movie music.
Disney
right?
movies,
I heard that, but for me too. Like my mom and dad always played. My mom would play Sheila E. She would play her old 45s. My dad loved Wham, Journey.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a huge 70s rocker, so he played that. And it's so funny. Their tastes are night and day. My mom loves R&B. She loves Motown. She loves.
I love Motown too.
Yeah, she loves Al Green.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye is probably one of her absolute favorites.
Yeah.
She loves Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Totally opposite from my dad, who is Kiss, Black Sabbath, AC/DC.
Like
seen them live.
too.
Yeah, man.
It's so funny. I mean, you got like the heavy metal bands like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, but then you got like the California sound, the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac, Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Yes.
All those bands. Then you got like kind of like the New York scene. The punk bands, the
Ramones,
the Dead Boys, the Misfits, all those bands. Then you got the Florida death metal, with Death and Cynic and all those. And then Texas was kind of Texas has always been known. Well, we were known for a long time as the heavy metal capital.
Nice.
So that was cool.
I think that still kind of lives. You know what I mean?
I don't. It doesn't seem like it anymore.
Yeah.
It seems like every band has skipped us now.
Oof.
Yeah. I think it's because when Verizon went down, I think that's when a
you
lot of
need
people.
a good venue.
Yeah,
Well, that's I know long been a struggle of San Antonio.
Yeah,
Is like
it has
the good
been.
venue.
Yeah.
One of my favorite stories, though, and I actually learned this in one of my classes when I was studying radio, TV, and broadcasting over at San Antonio College, is that they told us, this famous story about Randy's Ballroom.
Yeah.
And
me and my brother took a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a
With
picture
the Sex Pistols.
The Sex Pistols,
Yes.
right?
So they were like notorious punk band, and the manager knew it, and he booked them in all these country places for some reason because he knew they were going to get a lot of attention. He booked them in this country bar called Randy's Ballroom.
Yeah.
It was a country bar. I don't think it's a country bar anymore.
I don't even know if it's still there.
It is.
If it is still there,
yes,
yeah.
it is. And
Bandera. I believe it's on Bandera.
And just, I mean,
here in San
a
Antonio.
punk band with colored hair in a country bar with these big fucking cowboys, these drunk cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
became an infamous moment.
lead singer
Johnny Roddy.
I believe they said he gets hit with a beer bottle like almost full in his nose, and there's a famous picture of him singing and his streaming blood. He didn't stop singing. And if you guys know punk, it sounds fast and like it's loud and it's like it can be intense, not maybe what a country music fan would enjoy. So what a badass story though. And they said that story got out. It was kind of what broke that band. Excuse me, guys.
It's an infamous moment, and we're a part of it. So that's
that's
cool.
very cool for San Antonio.
So me and my brother, we went over there and we took a picture under that sign.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that. That's
so
really
it was
cool.
pretty cool.
Pretty cool, man.
We made our journey just for that part. So.
Definitely. Steve also says Janice was always great music. Yes, we loved Janice. Man,
yeah, Janice. I love Janice.
That voice, man, is killer.
Me and
Hello,
Bobby
Jeremy. What is up, guys? We're gonna take a quick second. We'll be back in just a minute. And just remember, guys, we say that we're still here with you live. That's just for our audio listeners. They're going to get a commercial.
Moxie's, yep. I love all that. I love Moxie.
Oh, yeah.
I got to see Saxon at last year, yeah. At, man, what's that bar called? Rock Bar. The Rock Box.
Oh, Rock Box.
Rock Box.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Rock Box.
Cool. Right on, man.
Just played, it was just a complete greatest hits. They even played 2 songs that they didn't play like anywhere else, so that was pretty damn cool. So we finally got to see Saxon. Finally.
Nice. Yeah, guys. Well, the audio that we just recorded is kind of processing now through our other app. This is when we're going to kind of read through the comments. We'll take time to anything you want to talk about. Ask us. Bring up music.
Bring up your singers, your favorite singers.
Again, I can't see us still, so if you can still see us, great. I don't know how many of you guys are in there, so I can't check or anything like that. But
like Janice is a great choice.
Yeah,
I struggle with putting her in my list.
Jess says that gives us the metal sign.
Yeah.
Jess,
I know. Jess. Yeah, metal.
And Jeremy, we appreciate you being here, Jeremy. Yeah, Jess is a huge Pantera fan.
Yeah, I was like, man, Pantera.
I think she even told me if she had to name a second, it would probably be Tool, which is like,
okay.
It's so funny. I did everyone was doing the whole Spotify thing, right? 2020, your summary, what you listen to a lot on Spotify. For me, it was like the top 5 songs were all this band in this moment, which is all credit to Jess.
Yeah, I remember when you guys went. Yeah.
If you guys want to hear an awesome rockin' voice in this moment, man, she is killer. I believe her name is Maria. So, yeah, definitely.
Look at that story that Belinda put.
Let me see here. Belinda, our cousin Belinda tells us a story. She says, Arthea Mary met the Scorpions back in the 80s. She had no clue who they were. And then our cousin Let and Frank...
she called them to see if they knew who they were.
I crack
up that story when we bring it up.
Wow, the Scorpions! Oh my gosh, they're Mary. That's a great story. Great story. Okay, good thing we're done processing.
Cousin JR's favorite band. Oh, okay. Tool. Okay, I never would have thought JR listens to music.
I think she's... JR Junior, babe. Junior. Okay.
I'm thinking of RJ. I'm sorry.
There we go.
There we go. Like 3 beers. I'm sorry. That's the
There we
Scorpios.
go. There we go.
She referred to them as the Scorpios.
Man, that's awesome.
Mary.
I know. I always remember she had a big Julio Iglesias poster hanging in her garage.
Scorpions are.
And yeah, hey, that's what we're talking about here. It's like not for everyone.
Not for everyone.
I mean? So
okay. Okay. So right now we're going to be getting into our Friday Night Faithful. So I got 4 Friday Night Faithfuls that really support us big time when it comes to sharing our stuff,
our show,
where's our gear, everything.
Yes,
and not to say that no one else does that, but these really do. So First one I want to read. I asked our own mistress of the dark, Roxanne,
Okay.
who apparently looks like a 22-year-old pole dancer, Italian pole dancer,
Yes.
according to some app.
So, yeah, Roxanne.
She looks like a 22-year-old Italian pole dancer.
22-year-old Italian pole dancer. It sounds like it could
okay.
be a movie. I'd watch
Yeah.
that movie.
I was
Watch that
like,
movie.
all right. For her singer, she picked Peter Murphy, Susie Sue, Dave Gahan from Depeche Mode. I don't know if you're a Depeche Mode fan.
I love Depeche Mode.
Bobby
Yeah.
Caldwell, he's a jazz singer. Rob Halford from Judas Priest. Otis Redding, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay.
Oh, I love that song.
Al
what a great
Wilson,
song.
a great R&B singer. Little Willie John, R&B. Nina Simone, R&B jazz.
I love Nina Simone.
Okay, all right.
You know Nina Simone, Cinderman on Thomas Crown.
So you got something there.
Yeah, definitely.
Song, she picked Wind That Shakes the Barley from the Dead Can Dance.
Ooh.
Halo from Depeche Mode.
Okay.
Angel from Madonna. Resurrection from Halford. Touch by Vast. Burned by The Cure.
Oh, love that one.
Adored by Stone Roses. Strange Kind of Love by Peter Murphy.
Okay.
Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush.
I've heard that song covered
Really?
by other people
Okay,
too. Yeah,
okay,
so that's a
okay.
good song. That might be the original though.
Oh, okay. RT Marry Me by Always. It's
I'm
kind
not
of
sure.
like spelled like, it looks like always, but it's like VV.
Okay, I'm not familiar. But...
7 Caged Tigers from STP.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Her bands were The Cure, Depeche Mode, Susie and the Banshees, Judas Priest, Stone Temple Pilots, Bob Marley, Pearl Jam, The Strokes, The Misfits, and a band called Book of Love.
That
was our Madame Roxanne's
That's
picks.
a rockin' list. That's a rockin'
Yeah,
list. Stuff off there, you know.
Some
of it, right?
Some
Yeah.
kind of. She said that she was a big new wave person. So
Yes, Jessica too. My girlfriend
I'm
Jessica's
some
big
in
on
new
new
wave, not the whole thing.
Yeah,
Not, so.
Me and Roxanne have a kind of like a running thing where some days we'll be just like, hey, give me something to listen to.
Okay.
And she'll have me like pull something out of my hat and I'll hit her with something. And I've actually asked her for, I'm like, does anything I give you ever stick? And I think maybe one or two songs, like,
okay.
oddly
Well,
enough,
still,
a Dave
or two,
Matthews
right?
song I gave her, she likes.
One or two, all right.
Yeah, one or two. Yeah. And the
There you
same
go.
thing with her. She's given me stuff before that
There
I'm
you go.
liking it. We did the same thing with movies where it's like, give me like, she got me to watch Love Actually, and I to this day, that's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
That's
Speaking
a
of
tradition
Christmas.
around here.
I've heard. I
Yeah.
know about that tradition. So, the Scorpies. Okay, that's what we got in the comments here. Awesome, guys. I appreciate you guys still hanging in there with us despite our technical difficulties that are on the on the Facebook Live, guys. But if not, this will all be available for audio afterwards. You can hear it through anywhere else you normally hear it. So
second runner up is my longtime best friend Michelle. I never call anyone else my best friend. This is my one best friend. I've known her since freshman year in high school. We have so many things in common, but we fight at the same time. She's always critiquing everything about me. She's the one that always used to tell me, CM, that if I like that girl, go talk to her, stupid.
There you go.
So there you go.
There you go. That's not bad advice.
So in the beginning, like in high school, we kind of had more of the same kind of in line of what we like. But when she told me her stuff now, I was like, wow. She really went different from what I expected.
Okay.
So she
her
was
taste
always
changed or evolved or whatever you
So
want to call
her
it.
favorite band has always been the Beatles. So Beatles is her number one band.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Then she went with the Eagles. Then she went with
Nice.
Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. She loves Frankie Valli.
Okay.
Queen,
There you go.
AC/DC, Nine Inch Nails, the Mars Volta, a band called Saves the Day, at the Drive-In, and you know that one. Okay, and Judas Priest.
Yeah.
Okay, singers. This is where she kind of threw me off with the singer list. Amy Winehouse. She became a huge Amy Winehouse fan.
That's great.
And she's always telling me to listen to Amy Winehouse.
Powerhouse voice.
Yeah,
Man.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Selena. Love Selena.
Can't go wrong with that.
Tina Turner.
Yeah. She likes the big voices, man.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Bruno
Great.
Mars. Ray Charles. Lady Gaga. Frank Sinatra. Lauryn Hill. And Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
Song. She came in through the bathroom window by the Beatles.
Okay.
Rocky Raccoon from the Beatles. Beautiful Boy by John Lennon. God's Gonna Cut You Down. Johnny Cash.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Fool in Love by Tina Turner. A Million Reasons by Lady Gaga. Back to Back, I guess, by Drake.
Okay, I might know it if I hear it.
Revolution Maravitos.
Oh, that love
and then a song from Selena and Shakira that I'm not going to even try to pronounce.
Okay. Let me have a look at that list. Let's talk about this a little bit, only because where are we at here? Okay, let's see. I had some thoughts about some of these, so that's why I wanted to mention it.
So Roxanne's or for my friend?
For your friend Michelle's here. So the Mars Volta, I saw them live.
Okay.
Okay. They're great. They're I believe they're formed from the band at the drive-in. And the two guys, I believe it's Cedric and I'm gonna forget the guys. Someone to correct me. And I learned all this double A from my time. If people don't know this, I was the assistant manager at Hot Topic for a while.
That's right.
And the whole time I worked there, guys, I didn't own any band shirts. I had no tattoos or piercings, but I had long hair. This came up recently in our Friday Night Faithful. My long hair came up. So yeah, and I've got a great picture. I'll post it. It looks like I'm on the cover of a bad thrash album. But anyway, I learned so much from the younger people that I work with, including like Friday Nighter Victoria, who is currently competing in a contest that we posted up, guys. Please go vote for her. Right. Yeah, she worked for me at I was an assistant manager. They were the associates, but they taught me so much stuff about music, and she actually. At the drive-in, kind of briefly reformed. She went and saw them play live in Marfa. They played here in Marfa, Texas, and they're kind of very political too. They wrote a really powerful song about.
And this is Mars Volta.
This was at the drive-in.
At the drive-in.
Out of that band, the Mars Volta formed. I believe the two main guys were great. They're great songwriters. They split though, and they formed two separate bands. But yeah, I got to go see the Mars Volta years ago, like over 8 years ago, and they're excellent. It's like fast. It's like I don't really know what you'd call it. I've heard it called like screamo. Screamo. You know what I mean? But it's
I'm not a big fan of screamo.
Yeah, I think you would like these two, Double A, because of the way that the songs are written. It's good. I'll give you one or two songs definitely. So that's what I wanted to say regarding that.
Because I am not a big fan of that genre.
Yeah, and I was also not. That was not my thing. But I learned. I after hearing enough of it, the right stuff, I learned. How much was great. One of my best friends, Melissa, she goes by Melissa Munster, she actually has a line from At the Drive-In tattooed on her. It says, "This is forever," right here on her nose.
See, that's pretty cool. Line.
It's a pretty. That song is also there's no way you won't like it. When she mentioned Amy Winehouse, during a challenge. When she mentioned Amy Winehouse, one of the things I wanted to say was...
She's always telling me for like years to listen to Amy Winehouse, that she's just a great fucking singer.
Oh, she is.
Very emotional, very passionate, so...
My girlfriend Jess loves her, and so my sister also is a fan, the other Amy. But Green Day did a tribute song to her after she died. Really? Have you heard that song?
No.
It's called Amy. And it is very excellent, Double A. And I remember that being like... I had never heard that song.
Like an acoustic one, or
it's slower.
Guitar?
It's definitely slower, But Billy Joel just does a great job. I love Green Day. I think you're a Green Day guy.
I like Green Day.
Yeah. They're one of those bands that sits up there with me, like Red Hot Chili Peppers. That is just like
American Idiot. Really brought me back into
great, great album. Yeah. So I think that's what I wanted to mention about that after hearing her say that. But there was another thing here. It was I'm just going to attempt Como la Flor from Selena was the song, and then Lo que Más by Shakira. I have a whole note in my notes about Shakira.
Oh, shit.
Specifically because I feel like if we ever got invaded by aliens or there was ever like another culture that we needed to like present ourselves to, I feel like Shakira could be the global representative of Earth. I feel like her body can move in a way that everybody can understand, and her voice is so fantastic. I just listened to her new single today, and I was like, man, I just don't get enough of this woman. Like, obviously very beautiful, but also very smart and very like, I think there's just like an intelligence about the way she presents her material. I know she did the Olympics thing and that Waka Waka song, which kind of sounds crazy, but it's very catchy and to me, and I'm just like, man, she has this, I think, ability to kind of like flex her voice in different ways.
Well, I didn't think too much of Lady Gaga until I saw the movie, the one with Bradley Cooper. The one where she won the
I didn't see that one. Yeah.
No, but her voice is great in that.
Oh yeah,
that movie.
I was just like you. I felt like she was a ripoff of Madonna, a copy. But then I heard her perform live at some American Music or something like that, And man, Double A, did she slay it. I was like, oh my gosh, Lady Gaga has a killer voice. Yeah. And I know your friend mentioned Bruno Mars too for the longest time.
She likes Bruno Mars, yeah.
And I'm still not the biggest Bruno Mars fan, but
he's got a good voice though.
He finally did one or two songs that I was like, okay, these two songs from you I really like. And sometimes that's all it takes. I'm not going to go buy his whole album and celebrate his catalog, but those two songs I like. We live in the era of buy a single on iTunes now. I can buy one song if I want and listen to it. So I will. Or I could just go listen to it for free on YouTube. So it's like I might play that one song, you know?
Obviously, you're a Johnny Cash fan.
Huge Johnny Cash fan. Love that. God's Gonna Cut You Down.
Do you like the 90s Johnny Cash? Do you like the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s? Or you like everything Johnny Cash?
I wouldn't say everything because I gotta admit, the same thing kind of with Elvis, and there's no real reason for it. I just probably haven't taken the time, but I didn't listen to the gospel stuff. Okay. I just didn't listen to it. I would probably hear it and like it. Their voices are both amazing.
Thank you.
I definitely think that Cash, 90s, definitely love the covers, that stuff. You know what I mean? That American
Rick Rubin, American recordings.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, but you can't deny the Walk the Line and the old stuff too. Love that stuff as well.
Okay, so that's cool. So 2 Friday Night members, and you like some of their
he covers a Marty Robbins song. I love. He kind of cuts out some of the verses, but Big Iron, Friday Night or Jack is a big fan of that song too. But I love that song, Big Iron. Great song. It's pretty much about a showdown in the Old West. And there's a guy on YouTube that covered it, Double A, and it pretty much, if you don't know The Mandalorian, he does the whole story of The Mandalorian set to Big Iron, and it's just awesome. Man. You can learn the whole season 1 with just listening to that video. It's fantastic. So
awesome.
Another thing I love about music, how people interpret it and they change it and they make it their own. So that's cool to me.
And that's always cool. That's one of the covers I always like when they make it their own.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Johnny Cash definitely does that. You're listening to Johnny Cash.
Yeah, a lot in common with my friend Michelle there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of surprising for me.
Definitely. Go continue on.
Okay. Next member is Friday Night member Joe. He picked his bands. Obviously, can you guess his first two?
Let me guess. Korn. And oh shit, what's the other one?
Come on.
Joe's gonna kill me.
Yeah, he is.
Nope. I don't got it.
Deftones.
Oh, that's right. He said that. Sorry, Joe. Yeah. All right.
He's gonna fucking kill
I know.
No,
he hurts me worse when he says, "You think you know a guy?"
Yeah.
So Joe with the
first two.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He picked the Yes, Rage Against the Machine, Foo Fighters, White Stripes, Bon Jovi, Metallica, the Beatles, and Smashing Pumpkins were his bands that he listed for his top 10.
That's a great list. There's some on there that I definitely agree with. Okay. I love Smashing Pumpkins. I love Smashing Pumpkins. Who was the other one? Second to last. The Beatles.
Metallica.
The Beatles. We've already had those on 2 lists, or are they on all 3?
Let me see.
I know they were on Michelle's. I don't know if they were on.
What's funny about that too is that her dad named her after a Beatles song.
Is that right? Is that right? I have a great story about how me and Jess were at a party. This is my girlfriend Jess. We were at a party. I think it was for the Super Bowl, and the host of the party, I used to work with her. She was walking around wearing this shirt, and it said Blackbird on there, and it had some of the lyrics to Blackbird from the Beatles.
Okay.
And I said, I love your shirt. I said, and then she goes, she kind of like didn't realize what she had on, and she was like, what does it mean? And I said, that's a Beatles song, and I was telling her about it, and she kind of got emotional, and she was like, well, my dad was the hugest Beatles fan, and he had passed away. She didn't realize she was wearing a shirt with Beatles lyrics on it. I mean, Blackbird maybe is not one of their like.
No, but it's still,
yeah. And I was like, oh yeah. I said, if you hear it, it's one of the most beautiful songs. I mean, like, I bought that on iTunes because I was like, I gotta own this song in some way. Yeah. But it's pretty cool. Okay. Also, sorry guys, Jess said Anything Box. I know that they are one of your new wave bands, so appreciate that. And Let remind us, A Star Is Born.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thanks, Let. Steve says he's thinking the Ramones. Janice, of course, and the Doors. Cool. Now, the Ramones and the Doors, Steve, you are absolutely right, sir.
You can see, I actually have one of their vinyls right there.
Yeah.
Road to Ruin, Marky Ramone's first album.
Did you get to see them?
No, but I have met Marky Ramone.
That's you met him.
But they had stopped playing in 1996.
Did he sign that?
No, he was going to.
Oh.
He was. But then he pulled out. because COVID was already taking hold.
Gotcha.
But I have him. He signed up his autobiography for me.
Okay.
So I do have his biography. I was just
cool.
wanting to be greedy and have him sign that one too.
Yeah, I get you. And
okay.
the Doors, man.
Yeah, the Doors. I was raised on the Doors.
Listening the movie and then just listening to
for my brother.
Riders on the Storm, Crystal Ship. I mean, man, I could just Jim Morrison's voice.
Waiting for the Sun. Moonlight Drive.
Yeah, I mean, it's just People Are Strange. Obviously, the end. Just hearing Jim talk, you know what I mean? Yeah, Friday Night or Adam Tondre is.
He became a huge
loves to call
fan.
himself the Lizard King,
right? Man, when Blaine introduced that,
I mean,
holy crap! It was like it opened a
amazing
fucking door
man,
for him.
amazing. You can never hear enough Doors, so for sure, great pull there, Steve. Appreciate that.
Okay, so Joe picked for his singers Chino from Deftones, Dave Grohl. That was kind of mixed on Dave.
Okay, all right. I don't hate it. I like it. Maybe I'm just not that. I don't hate the Deftones. I like them. You know what I mean? It's like
I like some of the songs. I'm not a big Deftones fan, but I like some of the songs.
I had a good friend.
And I do like his voice.
Me a mix
I
album.
do like his voice.
Yeah, my friend Arlene made me a mix album. That's how I learned it. But she put like stuff from all their albums on there, and I liked that version I had. But I shouldn't judge. I gotta get one album at a time, listen to them. And be like,
I'll tell you what. When I was in middle school, they were like one of the biggest fucking bands.
You can't get away. Changing the House of Flies. I mean, Friday Night or Juan is a big Deftones guy too. I
didn't know that about Juan.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not super fan Joe, but I mean, who is?
Yeah. No shit. Right. Karen O.
Oh, Karen O from the Yes.
Okay.
Oh, gosh, she's amazing.
He picked. We were kind of talking about this.
Dude, Maps is like one of the best songs. I love that song. Man. I like, God damn, it's so catchy and upbeat, which is like the antithesis of my music taste. But I love it. I love it. The lyrics are probably sad if I read them. I just listen to how it sounds. I'm like, sounds good.
He picked a guy we were talking about, Kurt Cobain. He picked Maynard James Keenan from Tool. We were talking about too. Mm-hmm. Scott Weiland from Stone Temple.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I love
Rivers Como from Weezer.
Yeah.
Friday Night or Albert. A big Weezer fan.
Yeah. I have seen Weezer live. They are awesome. That guy puts on a good show. Okay. The crowd was fucking pumped. I mean, it was really, really rad. I saw that they were headliner over your band, Social D. That's what I saw. Social D. We were in Austin.
Social Distortion. Yeah.
No,
if they're gonna.
We were in Plano. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we were in Plano.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Somebody
Social D is legendary, but they're not main event. No, they're not. They're only really be in California. That's where they really headline.
I love them. You introduced me to that live album you gave me of theirs at the Roxy. Man, that is album. Fucking fire, man.
His songs, he picked 7 Words by the Deftones.
Okay.
Date with the Night by the Yes.
Okay.
Turn the Page from Metallica.
Great. It's a cover.
It's On by Korn.
Okay.
This Fire Burns. Kill Switch Engage.
Man, there you go.
Elite by the Deftones again. And Weezer's version of Take On Me. Have you heard that one?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
It is not better.
Like, what the hell?
It's not better than the version they play in Deadpool 2, which is but they do it like an acoustic version. It's from their Unplugged, and it's obviously very moving.
I was like, wow. Okay.
But their version is good.
Because I know that people love their Africa fucking version.
Yeah.
Of Toto. I was like,
favorite Weezer song for me, Pink Triangle, but I also love In the Garage.
Okay.
Specifically the line, I got Ace Frehley, I got Peter Criss, you know what I mean?
I'm not a big Weezer fan. I'm sorry, Joe.
I know.
I'm not a big Weezer
Joe,
fan.
You and our Friday Nighter Albert Olivares, who does our
goodness.
theme music, need to team up on that. You guys will go ham on Weezer, and I don't know how much Albert likes the Deftones, but but Albert's a big music guy, man. Definitely
kind of
a lot there. I love Weezer. I would buy a Weezer album probably over a lot of other bands. People might not think that, because I think they're really good.
Okay.
I think they are really, and I've seen them live, and they were awesome. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, different take again from our third.
Yeah, we're running the gambit here. We're a little bit all over.
Yeah,
with
we
the
got Roxanne, with kind of like new wave R&B. We got Michelle, kind of like rock, but like pop and soul and R&B.
Definitely some classic stuff.
And Joe is kind of the more rocker of the group so far.
You could say like the '90s, maybe. I wouldn't necessarily say grunge, but what is new metal? New metal.
90s.
You call it new metal.
New metal. And then last but not least, we got Holty Bear helping us out too.
Holt E. Bear.
Now he was the one that kind of took the longest out of all four of them to give me a list. Okay, so
Way
I was
to
kind of
go,
like,
Holt.
oh,
Way to
okay.
go.
No, I was kind of like, okay, dude,
Okay.
he's really.
Oh, he's really thinking. Oh, okay.
He's really thinking about this.
I thought he was disrespecting Double A's time.
No,
Double A's time is money, y'all.
I gave him the question. He took his time and he gave me his list, and it's pretty good.
Okay.
His number one. Well, not his number one. Just the first person he listed was the Boss, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh,
I love the Boss.
Can't go wrong with that.
I love the Boss.
The song "The Wrestler" makes me cry every time.
The Rising, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Eddie Vedder, one of our guys, we love Eddie Vedder. Chris Cornell, one of our guys too. This is kind of what surprised me with him. Phil Collins.
You know what? I love a lot of Genesis and
Do you?
Phil Collins.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really do. Great singer. As we know, huge fan of the Alamo. If you guys didn't know that,
He
Phil
sure
Collins
is. He has like the biggest collection of the Alamo.
I believe they made him an honorary San Antonian. I think so. Yeah.
And he's slowly donating his stuff.
Yeah. He's I love that. And you know, it's funny. I haven't said this yet, but I got into karaoke with Holty Bear and Foxy Roxy.
Yeah.
They're the ones who kind of got me into that. I think Foxy Roxy got Holty into it, and they slowly kind of pulled me into it. And so, I can't sing for shit, but I enjoy singing. Yeah, you're not any good, but you like doing it, and you're not doing it in the shower, so whatever. So we'll do that. So I'm kind of hearing some of that now with what you're giving me their lists.
They did that at my bachelor party.
They had karaoke at their wedding reception.
Yeah,
and at your bachelor party. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that's very cool, and I'm hearing that now because I'll hear.
And my wife was like so happy because she had Roxanne singing Roxanne. So,
awesome.
She was like so happy about that.
Very cool. Please carry on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. You keep coming in. Ray Charles again. Second pick for Ray Charles.
2 appearances, right? Yeah.
Little Richard. I love Little Richard.
I knew you're a huge Little Richard.
I'm a huge
man.
Little
Great
Richard fan.
vocals. You
Great.
made me
the
appreciate
50s.
his voice, man, more.
Joe Cocker. Nice pick on that one.
Yeah. All right.
With the Little Help from My Friends, the Wonder Years theme song.
Yes.
Great
yeah,
stuff.
That's excellent.
You Are So Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of his songs. Yeah.
Those is just move you.
Yeah. Wilson Pickett.
Okay.
And then this was kind of an unusual one, but I liked it. He picked John Williams, the composer.
Love that.
Yeah, I was like, cool,
that.
composer.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
No, that's big.
And then Eric Clapton.
I was just thinking about Clapton. And I was like, is somebody going to say him? Because, man, wonderful tonight.
Yeah.
And that's a song right there, man.
Yeah.
Shit, it's good. Good stuff.
Can you guess his band? His number one band.
Number one band for Holt E. Bear.
Now, this is something me and him kind of had a lot in common with. Like when I started becoming a big fan of him in the 2000s.
Okay. I would think Pearl Jam. Okay, no. I'm wrong.
Really? You don't know?
Okay, I don't
Rage
know.
Against the Machine. He loves Rage Against the Machine.
All right. You know what? I do know him to be a big Rage fan.
He's
so
a huge Rage Against
I didn't realize they were being his number one, but okay.
Well, that's the one I always remember. Then he picked Pearl Jam. I think you'll like this one because I did. He picked Audio Slave.
Love that.
I love Audio
Yeah,
Slave.
love that.
So we got 2 Tom Morello bands in there.
Okay.
The Doors. He picked the Doors.
All right.
He picked Disturbed.
Nice.
The Eagles.
Okay.
One of my bands, Fleetwood Mac.
There you go.
Rammstein.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago. One of my dad's favorites.
Yeah.
I think my dad's seen them live. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like in recent times, but not.
Okay.
Yeah, different when you see them when you're,
Yeah. And the first one on the list, Pink Floyd.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Songs. Now, his songs were very different all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
He picked Trouble Man by Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
He put Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Hurt So
Love
Good. He put someone I didn't recognize the song. I thought it was a Mellencamp song, but I think
that's what I was thinking too. Okay.
Hurt by Johnny Cash. Not 9 Inch Nails. By Johnny Cash.
The cover is, I think, better.
Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins.
All right, nice. Top Gun pull there.
Then he joined his wife on this one, Cinnamon, from Nina Simone.
Great tune, man.
In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
That's also a great tune.
Welcome to the Machine by Pink Floyd. Kickstart My Heart, great song for Motley Crue.
Nice.
And Titanium from Sia or Sia?
I believe it's Sia.
Sia? Okay, Sia.
Yeah.
So that was Mr. Hoti Bear's picks.
Dude,
and
great
again,
stuff.
completely different list.
And that's the power of music, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it takes you all over the place.
Yeah.
These four people could sit down in a room and bring with their best to the table, and they could maybe teach each other some stuff. They'd have overlapping stuff.
Yeah.
You know, there'd be stuff all over the place. I mean, and hopefully
and
you take some. That's what I mean.
It
That's what I love joy in music. You know, I used to think sometimes, you know, you're listening to music at work or whatever on your iPod or your iPhone or your computer, and there's almost like you're almost like protective of the music that you like, right? Like you wouldn't want someone to come yank the headphones out and like it start blaring because it might be like on a song that you know what I mean, like you know. I wouldn't say that you're ashamed of, but maybe whatever they're saying is like, you know.
So you're talking about like maybe it when he's listening to New Kids on the Block?
right, maybe. You know what I mean? Yeah, that might be a good one.
When the poster?
Yes. Or I always love too, you know, we talk about Shawshank a lot on this show. You know, when he's like, when he says, you know, Andy plays the Italian opera music, which is so beautiful. But you get Haywood telling couldn't play any Hank Williams.
Yeah.
And later on, when the library gets built, Haywood's jamming out to Hank Williams, and that's really cool. You know what I mean? And you know what? That movie made me go back and like look. You know, like I want to like listen to some Hank Williams, and I want to hear. You know, like so like Kalijah is like you know Hank Williams the original. Hank Williams not that there's is a song I really like enjoy. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And it's just a really good song, and. You know, that's just one of those things. And it's like, you know, I've had conversations with Holty Bear before, and he said, man, where do you find some of the music that you listen to? And I said, man, anywhere.
Movies?
Like, yeah, movies and shows are huge.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, I walked in on Jess, you know, my girlfriend watching the show the other day, and it was at the end credits. And I heard the music in the bathroom, and I was like, what are you watching? Like, I wanted to know right away where that music came from.
Well, you know, it was like the same thing when I saw... what's that Tim Burton? Big Fish.
Mm-hmm.
And they played the program song at the end. And they didn't play it throughout the whole movie. It's just at the end credits.
Yeah.
It's
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
It's a slow song, but it's a great song. I can't remember the damn name of it, but it was from the end credits.
Is it the I Wish?
No.
Okay.
Man of the Hour.
Oh, I love Man of the Hour.
Yes.
That is a fantastic
and it's
song.
at the end credits, and obviously I knew who it was because it's Eddie Vedder.
His voice is so recognizable. We're talking about voices amongst the many things. You know what I mean?
So I was like, oh, just like you said. So it's like that song. It came out from a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That I was like, okay, cool. I found it. It was cool. See, I know you said you're kind of having. You're a little worried about your list. That maybe any of these kind of like crack open your brain, maybe on some of them, or like, you know what? I forgot about her. I forgot about him. You know,
definitely. You know what? So you've got you have here a list of albums and songs, right?
Albums, songs, and bands. Yeah.
I would need time to do it, but I could definitely talk about a little.
Like
bit
I said,
of
and I rushed them too.
Oh no, for sure.
I didn't give them. You know, like I asked them. It was funny because I actually did like text all of them. Like almost at the same time.
Okay.
Hey, give me your top 10 bands, singers, and songs.
Yeah.
You know, and they all came through. You know, some of them were like really thinking about it.
Who was fastest? I know you said John took the longest.
Yeah, John. Well, you know what? They actually all took about the same time. Okay. I know Roxanne was kind of like flip flopping. She was like, "Oh man, I forgot about him."
Yeah. I mean, and it's hard, right? It's hard.
It is. You know, when I'm giving someone like
sure. Well, give me a
put
list.
him on the spot.
Yeah. I think I told you earlier. I said, you know, if you ask, there's certain questions you can ask me and I can give you an answer. Like if you ask me, what's my favorite Aerosmith song? Dream On is my favorite Aerosmith song. Okay. No doubt. My favorite Pink Floyd song is Money. You know what I mean? So that's not like a lot of people, you know, there's certain ones I know right off the top of your head. That, you know, let me ask you, Double A, first, do you have a favorite song?
Oh, what? Pink Floyd?
No, at all.
Oh, favorite song.
All time?
Yeah.
You do? Yeah. Okay, tell me your favorite song.
Right now?
You want to tell me right now? You want to wait till the end?
I'm gonna wait until.
Okay, wait till the end.
I'll wait until I get to my list.
Okay, I'll wait till you get to your list. I don't have a list prepared, but I have stuff that I'm prepared to talk about. But so there's just certain things like I know my favorite Chili Pepper song is "Soul to Squeeze."
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
which came out of a damn Conehead soundtrack.
Of all places. So I know that's and I love. I have almost I think all their albums almost, and I love so many of their songs. That's my favorite song of theirs.
The Dave Navarro one too.
What, he does a version?
No, I'm just saying, do you have the Dave Navarro album?
Oh, I might not have that.
Okay.
Album. No, I don't think I have that particular album. Yeah, I might be missing the first one too. Now that I think about it, but yeah. So I mean, those are just some of the things that we're going to get into here a little bit more. And guys, we're still hanging out with you here on the live right now. We just hit our next 30-minute mark on our actual recording platform, so we're going to let that go ahead right now. If anybody's still with us, we don't expect you guys to all be here. We're an hour in.
We still got 5 people. All right.
Maybe you guys are just letting it play. So if you're there, now's your chance. Talk to us. We're waiting for this thing to.
Yeah, man. If you guys got a list, you got song recommendations that we should hear.
I love the list that we got.
They're very all different.
Yeah.
All different kinds of lists. We got new wave. We got R&B. We got pop. We got rock. We got.
And we had someone mention Kurt Cobain. I didn't hear Nirvana in any of those lists, but I think we heard Kurt's name, right?
We heard Kurt
from Joe, right?
Joe.
And I showed this book. My sister gave me a beautiful gift. My sister, The Untamable Amy. Amy, thank you so much for this book. And I think she wrote. There's a beautiful inscription in here actually too. I won't read that, but I have not yet started this. I do plan to read it. I have literally a mountain of things to read. Maybe I will just start reading it and work my way through it. But yeah, so definitely love Nirvana, and I love Kurt Cobain's voice, and just love him really like as from what I know of him as a person. Obviously, I did not know him, but you know what I mean. You know what I gather from interviews and people talking and all that, and things I've seen. I just really think that he's a beautiful soul. So from what I can gather, you know what I mean. Tragic, obviously, but
yeah, very,
yeah,
maybe
very
mysterious too.
Yeah, I do believe so. I've heard enough now that I do believe that there's certainly a degree of mystery there. But guys, anyone that's still hanging in there with us on the Facebook Live, we appreciate that. We'll let you know that this is going to, not right away, but it is going to go up on YouTube. We're currently in the process of transferring all of our live pre-shows that were done before onto YouTube so that you can watch them later on. I don't think that Facebook houses everything for forever. So
apparently not.
Yeah. So
even though it always seems funny when there's like a memory from 3 years ago.
Right, exactly, exactly. So some stuff is there, but we've also been told by Facebook that some stuff is going to get booted out. So we're always concerned about that. So we want to make sure that we maintain, these conversations that we have with you guys through our pre-shows, so that way we can continue to kind of
this has been pretty fun hanging out with you. Whoever is hanging out.
Yeah, we really love that, man. And even if you just got us on your phone listening in the background, well, hell, we appreciate that. You know what I mean? So guys, we're gonna. And I'm checking the comments. There's nothing new right now. And again, that's totally fine. We're going to get in and start recording what would be our next 30 minutes here of the, but this is the show that's live and it's also the podcast. So we're just going to get right into that. All right. Give me just a second here. Because again, if you're listening to it just audio, it's going to sound a little bit different because you hear the little breaks or whatever. But otherwise, we're here hanging out with you. So we're all good. Let's see here. Steve says, "There's just so much." Oh yeah, see that's what we love. Steve, I want to get it. I don't know if we're going to make it into the episode, but I want to get into talking a little bit about, hopefully with Double A, just good beer drinking music, right? Like every time I hear Stevie Ray Vaughan, no matter what, I want to be in a bar and I want to be drinking beer when I hear Stevie Ray Vaughan, no matter what. It's just one of those things, man. You know, that guitar. You know, I just like, damn, that's it right there.
Yes,
you know?
Sir. Yes, sir.
So all right, guys, we're going to get into the next segment.
All right.
Right now. So
okay.
Go ahead, Double A. The mic is hot.
I'm going to get my list. Singers. My absolute favorite singer is Freddie Mercury. Love the voice, the octave. Yeah, that's why he's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Great singer, great range. Awesome. My favorite heavy metal singer is Rob Halford from Judas Priest. Just absolutely think he's the best heavy metal singer out there.
That was the other thing in the list. Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
That was somebody else mentioned Halford, right?
Yes.
Roxanne, right?
Yes, Roxanne. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta take a break.
Actually, let me see. Let me go back just in case.
We gotta take a break in Double A's list here.
Okay.
You know, because Double A, you're giving me a rundown of lists, but you gotta give me the stories behind the list, brother. You have a very fucking awesome Rob Halford story.
Yeah.
I would love to have seen your brother's fucking face when you first told him this.
Oh, him and Tony were blown away.
I would just imagine I would love to see their eyes, their jaws must have been on the floor. So I'm gonna let you take it away. As I like to say, Double A, from the words of In This Moment themselves, the band Adrenalize Me. Your Rob Halford story.
Okay, so he had just played a concert here in San Antonio. It was like back in 2010, 2011. I was a supervisor at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, working at Walmart, working. I turn around and there's this unusual looking dude in the store. He's wearing black, but he's pale white, and he's got tattoos all over his head.
Is he tall?
He's pretty tall. He's like about 6 foot.
Okay.
Not
towering over you.
No, not towering, but okay. It was almost like I recognized him just from looking at him in the back. I didn't even actually see his face.
That's pretty rad.
I froze.
Yeah.
Like literally froze because the metal god is checking out the dairy section right there. And yes! I was like, oh my goodness. I fucking start like panicking. I'm like, oh, like I need something. I have markers in my pocket, so that's not a problem. The only thing I can think of was go to the back, rip off a piece of cardboard. That's the only thing I can think about. Tony told me later, he's like, you should have went to the CD section and got a fucking Judas Priest. I was too panicked. I didn't want to lose the guy. So I ran back to the back room, ripped off a piece of cardboard. I lost him. I looked everywhere until I finally started getting him, and I started stalking him pretty much until he was by himself.
So right now, you're on duty, but
I'm on duty, but fuck work.
Fuck work. You know what you're doing right there? Seize the day.
Yes. You know what? I'm a supervisor too.
Damn
That's
right
part of my
you are.
job anyway.
Damn right you are. And you're in presence of the metal god.
Metal god. I finally get him alone.
I need to hear. Okay, you corner him, or
Yeah,
where
so
is he? He's out of the dairy section.
No, he's out. He's out of there already. He's in the apparel section looking at black shirts.
Because here's a man who I imagine does not have enough black shirts,
and he's already dressed in black already. He's already dressed in black, and I was like, oh my god, there he is. There's no one around him. No one has bothered this man whatsoever.
So no entourage, no handler.
And no one has even come
what
up
the
to
fuck?
this guy.
Rob Halford shops at Walmart alone.
And no one even, like, recognizes him.
Well, kind of a scary with head tattoos, right?
Well, but still, it's like, really, like, no one around here. I'm like, God.
Maybe you're right. San Antonio has lost its metal touch. Sorry, San Antonio.
Yeah.
I'll take that as a slight.
I go out to him. He's looking. I go, excuse me, are you Rob Halford? I already knew. I fucking knew it.
I wanted to hear your approach. I thought you would have what you were going to say, but
you know what? No.
It's so very direct.
No. You know what? I actually go. You know what? I go, Rob Halford. That's what I said. And he turned around. He goes, yes. And I was like I just melted, like pretty much. I was like, oh man, I fucking love you. I saw you yesterday. You and Thin Lizzy and Zach Wild. It was a good card. It was Zach Wild, the guitarist from Ozzy.
Oh yeah.
Thin Lizzy, the new version of Thin Lizzy, and Judas Priest. And he was like, oh yeah. He was like, great concert. The guys really fucking rocked it last night. You know.
Now, was I at that show with you? Is this the famous show where he comes out in the Tim Duncan jersey?
No.
Okay.
No.
Were you at that show?
Yes.
Okay.
I was.
Yes. I know. I think.
No, that was at Verizon.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was at the AT&T.
Because I've seen them twice.
I know. That was at the AT&T.
Okay. Let's tell that story later.
So, we're chatting a little bit. He's like, yeah. We always love coming to San Antonio. Judas Priest loves San Antonio. We're gonna be back again real soon, which they were.
So he wasn't like upset that you bothered him.
No, he wasn't upset at all. Because he could have been a real man. He just had a concert.
Yeah.
Last night.
He's chilling.
He's just trying to fucking shop at Walmart.
You need black t-shirts sometimes.
And you know what? He autographed my fucking piece of sorry cardboard. And
you said, would you mind signing this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I had a stupid flip phone that the pictures didn't work. So I never got a picture. But I had that, and I called Tony. I called my brother Boy. Mm-hmm. They were both like, "What?" Mm-hmm. Tony wanted to inspect the autograph, so he actually came to my house and looked at it. He thought I was lying. I was like, "Why would I fucking lie to you about that?"
Number one, that's the most random thing to make up, and then in that, like,
but then he told me the story that when Halford does a concert, he usually parks at a Walmart because Walmart will let people park. So he usually parks his stuff at Walmart, like his truck and everything, his bus. He parks there, sleeps there, shops there. Yeah, but it's like a random Walmart. You don't know where he's going to be at. It's just a Walmart. And man,
you worked at the. He played. Where did they play? They played
at the Freeman. I mean, not Freeman. AT&T Center.
Oh, that's
right. But then he was at my Walmart though, at Southeast Military.
Oh, instead of the one that would have been on Rigsby, which would have been the one.
Yeah.
Random.
Yeah, so, I'm fucking excited. I'm trying to tell people, man, you know who I just met? I just fucking met Rob Halford. No one knew who I was talking about. I was like,
Judas
fuck,
Priest.
fuck. You know, I was like, I couldn't tell anyone. I was so fucking excited. I couldn't tell. Like no one
Wow.
even knew. I was like, golly. So I told Boy was like, what? You know, he was like, what the hell? Tony was mad because he was like, man, I had to pay to get his autograph. You know, so it was fucking cool. That was like the one thing at Walmart that I'm always gonna remember.
Man,
from Walmart.
I got a toast to that. To Double A meets probably one
The
of you
metal
guys'
guy.
favorite bands.
Yeah.
I mean, here's to Rob Halford and Judas Priest. Friday Nighter Belinda says, loving tonight's content, and she says, yes, Adam, my girls love Freddie Mercury too. While we're on that topic quickly, because I know you also mentioned Freddie Mercury is one of your vocalists.
My favorite vocalist.
Your favorite vocalist. Yeah. On my way out tonight, my nephew says, you know, Uncle, are you going to, you can talk, what are you talking about tonight? He always asks me when I come to podcasts. I said, tonight's music, mijo. You know, so he says, oh, okay. And he goes, well, do you remember when you did Monsters? And I asked if you could talk about the Demogorgon. And I said, yeah, I did. And he goes, yeah, I know. He goes, so you think you could talk about Queen tonight? And I just, you know, I come in and I see you've got this big banner hanging out there.
Yep.
And I said,
and the game.
yes,
the album,
the game. Love that one. I said,
Yeah.
Mijo, I think we're definitely going to talk about Queen tonight. And I said, well, what's your favorite song? And he goes, probably We Will Rock You.
We Will Rock You.
Which, as even he's 7 now, maybe even as young as 5, that was like the first song that he would like ask to like hear again. I think he would like tell us to put it on. He must have heard it on a YouTube video or something like that. He'd tell us to put it on. He wanted to hear We Will Rock You. And the second song he liked was the Ghostbusters theme. The Ghostbusters song. Okay. So, you know what I mean? I was like, all right. You know, like it wasn't like exactly kid music. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, pretty cool. You know what I mean? So definitely wanted to mention Queen for him too, which we're going to get to more anyway. But Double A, please carry on in this awesome list. Wait, did I miss anything?
Aaron says he's the metal guy.
No, you're not, Aaron. He says it's fucked up. We haven't lost our metal touch. Aaron, if you went to a metal show, you would love it. You should come with us. And then Steve says true to Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Right.
Definitely. But carry on, please, Double A. Thank you guys for
my number
comments.
3 guy is one of mine and my cousin Mario's favorite all-time singer is Jeff Tate from Queensryche.
Nice.
You might know Silent Lucidity.
Silent Lucidity. What am I?
Jet City Woman.
Yes.
You might know that one.
Is he still the lead singer?
No, they've broken up a long time ago. But
so I saw Queensryche live with you guys during one of the Prince concerts.
Yeah, and that's actually with Michelle, my friend Michelle.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
it was me, her, you, and Boy. Yeah.
They were the headliner, Priest.
Yes.
Yeah. So I saw them with you guys 2 years because I saw Priest with you also when Black Sabbath.
Okay, then that was the headlines.
Yeah.
That was
yeah, that was the first time that I saw Priest.
Yeah.
The second time was the following year, and then we saw.
Okay.
Yeah. Did she go with us both times?
No, it was just that second time.
Was it just me, you, Boy, and her?
Yeah.
That's like 2 randos, right?
Oh, she loved Judas Priest.
Oh man, they in fact, they might have been better than Black Sabbath that first time out. I was like, holy shit, they tore it up, man. Yeah. Not that Ozzy wasn't badass.
No, and it was cool because I think that was the last time that
Tony Iommi
of Black Sabbath came here.
Yeah. So I got to see the version one time that my dad saw back at Municipal.
The original
$12 ticket.
The actual because Black Sabbath came to San Antonio, but they had the Rob Zombie drummer. So you didn't see the original lineup. That was probably the last time San Antonio saw the original lineup was back in 2004.
Very nice.
So, so me and Mario, we love Jeff Tate. We love his voice. We got to see him in 2019. It was a fucking super badass concert. So that was cool. My number 5 guy is the lead singer of the Scorpions, Klaus Meine. I fucking love Klaus.
Klaus!
He is a powerhouse singer. I love the Scorpions, Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
Wind of Change.
Wind of Change. Damn, that's great.
The Zoo.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Scorpion, he has such a great voice. I love Klaus. I got to see him too in 2010 with the Scorpions.
They were, well, not now, but they were coming, right? Like the Scorpions are like, come to San Antonio.
Yes, they love San Antonio.
I need to see the Scorpions, man. They're fucking really rad. Really rad.
Another one pick is Amy Lee from Evanescence. Mm-hmm. I love Amy Lee.
Oh, she's beautiful. My mom fell in love with the Daredevil song.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I like that. So she would play it over and over, and I said, wow, that's like a hard rock.
Did you hear like Going Under? The song Going Under? Man, oh man.
Did you hear that?
Great voice. I posted it up on the Friday Night Faithful.
Have you heard her do the cover of Sally's song from Night Before Christmas?
No, yes, I did. Yes.
I'm like, man, you make this like a really like. I mean, it is a beautiful, heart-wrenching song, Danny Elfman, but man, she just does something else with it.
And then, like, I love Seether, and her and Sean, they did Broken.
Yeah,
that was a great.
They were
song.
a couple.
So Amy Lee, one of my favorite. Dio, Ronnie James Dio. Man, oh man, he made me a big fan of his when I saw him at live in 2003. It was Motorhead, Dio, and Iron Maiden. And I became a huge fan of Dio. Everything Dio.
That's a fucking voice, man.
All night.
That's a voice.
From Rainbow to Black Sabbath to the Dio band.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's just a powerhouse singer. Holy Diver. The Last in Line. The Man on the Silver Mountain, Heaven and Hell.
You got to see him in Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
Yeah.
Dude, that little scene is like pretty. I mean, even that he's like, "Now go, my son, and rock." And you're like, "Fuck!" Even right there, it sounds like I love Jack Black.
So Dio, I got to see him like 3 times. Once with the Dio band, and then twice with Black Sabbath.
Awesome.
So
man.
that was fucking cool.
And you got to see that, and now you can't see that anymore.
Now I can't see it anymore.
No, I never saw him, so I will never see him. Yeah, rest in peace, Dio, man.
My next guy is Bon Scott from AC/DC. I love the Bon Scott era. The Highway to Hell stuff, the High Voltage, the Jailbreak. I mean, I love Bon Scott's voice for AC/DC.
So Thunderstruck, that's
Brian Johnson.
That's Brian Johnson, right? So that is. Would you say he's the one we're more familiar with?
Yes, you probably more. Okay. Well, you know what? It's kind of a
mix, right?
It's kind of split.
There was hits on both sides.
Yeah, because Highway to Hell shoots. Yeah. I mean, Highway to Hell. Damn it, I'm trying to blank. Like
alcohol is in play. No, sorry, y'all.
My next guy is Danzig, Glenn Danzig.
Oh man,
I fucking love that man's voice. From who would have thought from listening to him on the Misfits to how he sounded on Danzig, the first album.
Mother.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. This guy could fucking belt it out.
One of the coolest nicknames your older brother would tell me they had for Danzig, Evil Elvis.
Yeah. It was like
what a name.
It was always like it was Elvis or it was Jim Morrison with Black Sabbath backing him up. That's what there was always about.
And he just put out that Elvis album. He covered up an album, full album cover. Did you hear it?
No, I haven't.
It's really great. Yeah, really great, man. He does Fever. He covers Fever. Yeah. And I was like, damn, like that's an interesting Elvis cover because that's a cover of a cover of a cover. Yeah. And it's like, wow. I mean, it's just amazing, man. We saw him live.
We saw him
with
live.
With Doyle.
Yes.
Not the whole Misfits, right?
No.
But him and Doyle.
At the time, though, it was kind of like the closest we thought we'd ever see to the Misfits, and it still is.
Plus, really. it's kind of like Slash and Axl. Like it's like you're getting these two. You know,
well, Jerry would have been cool because Jerry is a founder.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was really cool. That was a great concert.
Weren't we at? It
was Graham Central
Station. It's like a club, guys.
Oh my goodness, that mosh pit blew up as soon as they hit it to the first Misfits song. I was like, wow. I've never seen a mosh pit just break out like that, and it pretty much covered the whole floor.
We were pretty close, and it was good, and they were doing dancing stuff.
Goodness.
And then the Doyle came out looking big, and those big boots like a Frankenstein. And
once they played into that first song, it was like, woo.
Yeah, my cousin, Double A's older brother, Boy, is a pretty big guy.
Yeah,
Double
A's
a big guy.
Really
and
good
these
shape.
Guys just started having to push these guys to keep us safe because they were going nuts.
Oh my goodness!
That was the wildest pit I've ever seen.
I have never seen a pit open up that quick before.
Man, they got rowdy, man. So I was really happy to have y'all there.
I've gotten to see him.
But what a show! Fuck.
I've gotten to see him about 3 times, I believe.
Yeah, I need to go again. That was my one time. Yeah. So I've seen Danzig.
So I love Danzig. I love his voice.
Great pick, man.
Chris Cornell. He's one of my top 5. I love Chris Cornell, especially from the Soundgarden days. His voice, see him, is just I think he's the greatest modern singer. I can't think of anyone from the 90s that's better than that guy from the 90s or 2000s. A singer that's come out for the rock genre and sing better than Chris Cornell. I can't think of someone that's
the only one with a Bond song.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, Chris Cornell, it was undeniable.
A great song too. I love that song too from Casino Royale.
Oh, that's a great song. I love that song. How about this? Avengers also.
Yeah, with Soundgarden.
Give the man the bag. Chris Cornell is amazing, man. It's hard to deny his vocals. Love his cover of Billie Jean.
Yeah,
love
Patience was a really good song. We heard it. Remember, one time when we were in the car, the Guns N' Roses song.
Oh yes,
we're like, whoa, what's this?
Yeah,
we're like, what the fuck is this?
Have you heard his cover of Redemption Song, Bob Marley?
Oh, he did that one too.
Oh my gosh, Deli, that is I mean, man, Bob Marley. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
his song.
yeah.
But if you wanted to hear a version that was just slightly under Bob Marley's version, that somebody got close, that Chris Cornell version
Ooh,
is
nice.
amazing, and that's him doing other people's songs. Not to mention, dude, Rusty Cage is always
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
workout song, get you pumped up,
Yeah.
get you fucking
Outshine.
angry song, outshine.
Yeah.
I remember seeing those videos, man. I give so much credit to the MTV for my
Yeah.
music taste, but
Yeah.
but
Fell on
damn,
Black Days.
oh my god, yeah.
That Spoon Man.
I love My Way.
Yeah.
My Way,
Mhm.
My Way, My Way.
Slaves and Bulldozers.
Yeah,
Golly.
damn. How about Temple of the Dog?
Temple of the Dog. You know what?
Him and Eddie together?
You know what's him? I fucking came when I heard Cochise. Like that.
Tom Morello's
That's
guitar.
hard, but then when he does that loud scream like in the middle, I was
Go on
like,
and
oh
save
my goodness.
yourself.
I was like, I blew
Give
up.
it up to me.
All right.
Man, that's why I tell you, Double A, I tell people, I say, sometimes I ask this question. I've asked it before on this show. You get only a choice. You get either to have Soundgarden or have Audio Slave. I know your choice.
Soundgarden. Yeah.
But I've always
Yeah.
been kind of an Audio Slave guy, man.
No,
That
it's
Tom
good.
Morello
I'm not
guitar
saying
and him
anything
combined
bad,
it.
too.
Man.
Audio Slave is great.
Oh, yeah.
Like even Tom Morello stretched out his abilities.
Oh
on
yeah,
Audio Slave.
I felt like they had such a good
They did. They
partnership.
did. I don't know
man.
why it ended.
But I will say this: you did teach me a lot more about the Soundgarden stuff that I didn't really get deep into beyond what was on MTV and the radio and stuff. So for me to hear that, I was like, damn, man, like there is more definitely for me to explore.
Oh, yeah. My last one is the King, Elvis. Especially his 70s stuff. If you hear Suspicious Mind,
Oh man,
golly, the way he stretches his voice. I love his 70s stuff more than his 50s and 60s.
yeah,
When he becomes like just a powerhouse singer.
that black leather outfit.
Yeah,
is kind of
just
that,
like the jumpsuit.
Yeah.
No, the
Yeah.
jumpsuit, the
Okay.
white jumpsuit.
Okay.
Yeah, man, his voice in the 70s, those songs in the ghetto,
Mhm.
Suspicious Minds, you know,
Yeah,
all those songs are just fucking great the way he sings them. You know?
definitely,
Um,
man. No argument whatsoever there on
Yeah.
that from me.
My bands, I've always been a big Fleetwood Mac fan. That is probably my number one band.
They
I
were
love
on
Fleetwood
your
Mac.
wedding cake.
Yes, that cover.
Yeah,
Rumors.
Rumors. That's on
Yeah.
your wedding cake. I've got a great picture of you, me, and Chris with the
Oh,
over
really?
the cake.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I think it might be on my Facebook. But yeah,
Okay.
that's a good picture.
So I love Fleetwood Mac, and I love the whole. For me, the bands is you got to love the whole discography, and they
Okay.
have a massive one. They have
That's
one,
tough.
with Peter Green with Bob Welsh with Stevie Nicks. I love the whole discography. That's for me how you critique. Are you a real fan? Do you love all of the discography?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what these are for me. Number 2 band is Queen. Fucking love Queen. Can listen to those guys anytime, any day, whatever.
Definitely.
Iron Maiden. Fucking love Iron Maiden. I've seen them. They're the band I've seen the most live. I've seen them like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Every time they come out, I just get a ticket.
Okay.
Black Sabbath. The Ozzy era, the Dio era, the Ian Gillan era, the Tony Martin era. I fucking love all of Black Sabbath.
That's
Huge
pretty
fan.
impressive to like the band
And
change and you
that's
still.
not with Ozzy. That's with Tony Martin. That album.
Whose autograph was on that?
That's Tony Iommi.
Yeah, that's bad.
So-
You got to meet Tony Iommi?
Oh, that was actually my brother gave it to me.
Nice.
Yeah, but I love all of Black Sabbath.
Very badass.
Yeah, they have great songs that a lot of people need to listen to. It sucks that they only think of Ozzy
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they have so much great material with Dio, with Ray Gillan, with Glenn Hughes, with Tony Martin. They have so many great stuff, so many great songs.
Awesome.
Van Halen, love Van
Yeah,
Halen.
I
They're
hear
my
huge,
favorite
man.
American band.
You get to see him?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
yes, I did in '08
Cool.
with my my aunt that passed away.
Yeah, how awesome, man.
Yeah, so
Very
I got
cool.
to see him with Diamond Dave. That was fucking cool.
Very rad. Very
Uh,
rad.
My other favorite band is a death metal band that named the genre death metal, Death, which is right there, the album right there. It's
That's
Sound
cool.
of Perseverance.
And you can't see it on camera, guys, but there's also another banner that I always look at every
Yeah.
time I'm talking to Double A when we're doing our thing here, and it's like super spooky and scary. It's like skulls and like a guy on a throne.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
like a bunch of crypt
Yeah,
keepers
we
hanging out.
said that was like Dad and that was us.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So I love Death. He was another guy. They consider him the founders of death metal. Chuck Schuldiner is a huge legend in the metal community, but he died in '01 from brain cancer. He was only like 34,
Damn.
31, 34, but his legend gets stronger every fucking year that passes by. So huge
Impressive.
loss. Kiss. I love Kiss. I'm a big
Oh,
fan
yeah.
of Kiss. The whole discography of Kiss. The
100%
80s, 90s,
there.
2000s. Love Kiss. Social Distortion. I fucking love Social Distortion. They're probably honestly my number 2 band.
Okay.
I've only got to see them once, which sucks. I wish I could see them more.
Yeah.
I love Mike Ness. I love the sound. I love the lyrics. I love everything about Social
I know
Distortion.
that night because that night we made a choice.
Yeah.
You went one way and I went the other.
The
We were supposed to be
imagery,
together.
the imagery, the skeleton.
Yeah.
You know, I just love the whole thing.
It's badass, man. Love those
Yeah.
tunes. Again, love the albums you've let me borrow that I heard of
Yeah.
them to let me kind of hear more. And I was like, damn, these guys are really
Yeah.
good. And it sucks that, I don't know if this ever happened to you, but you didn't appreciate a band until after you saw them.
Yeah,
You know
pretty
what I mean?
much,
Because,
yeah.
like, well, now I learned the music, but I'm like, man, I saw them live.
But
I
you don't remember
I didn't
them.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I saw Muse
Yeah.
live before seeing My Chemical Romance, I think, with my sister. And I didn't know. And then later on, I fell so in love with Muse. And I was like, I don't really remember
I
the
don't
show.
remember a
I was like,
concert.
fuck, man, it sucks.
AC/DC. Love AC/DC.
Mm-hmm.
So many great songs. So many great albums. That's just...
Like iconic rock. band,
it's
man.
on everyone's list.
Yeah, when you think of, definitely.
Motorhead. Fucking love Motorhead.
Yeah,
I can
Motorhead.
grab any Motorhead album, put it on, and it's going to be fucking rocking.
There's another voice right there in Lemmy
Yeah.
Kilmster.
Yeah.
Kilmster, am I saying it right?
Killmonster.
Kilmster. That if you hear it, you know you're listening to Lemmy. You're
Yes.
like, that's
Well,
the
just
guy from
Motorhead, too.
Yeah.
You know Motorhead.
Def, great voice, man.
My songs. I picked Interstate Love Song from Stone Temple. I fucking love that song. I don't know why. I'm not a big Stone Temple Pilots fan. But that song, for whatever reason, every time it's on, I just leave it alone.
That's dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
the big
dun,
song that they're
dun,
pretty
dun,
much known for.
dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner from Iron Maiden. It's a 12-minute epic song, but it's fucking awesome. It's got great sections, great different sounds, everything. Falling Off the Edge of the World from Black Sabbath, the Dio lineup. Great song, great riff by Tony Iommi.
Great stuff. Dance
Dance the Night Away from Van Halen, the David Lee Roth era.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man on the Silver Mountain from Rainbow with Dio. Innuendo from Queen. That was my Queen song, Innuendo. I fucking love that one.
I always loved Show Must Go On.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
kind of
awesome.
play those two at the end of Bohemian Rhapsody. They
Yeah,
play Show Must
they
Go On,
do.
and then they play Innuendo
Yeah.
right afterward.
Which is like he's already at the end during Innuendo.
Yeah.
Very awesome, man.
Before this blew up, Dreams. I had always loved Dreams from Fleetwood Mac.
Mhm.
Before this blew up with the cranberry juice.
Yeah.
The bass part, had always got me. I just love that song. It's so fucking mellow, but it's so good.
Yeah.
I love that song so much. The Weight is my all-time favorite song. The Weight is from the band.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that song. I can listen to that song anytime.
Is that a song we would know, or is
yes.
it kind of a deep cut? Okay.
No,
okay.
you would know it. Roots, Bloody Roots from Sepultura. I'm a huge Sepultura fan.
Nice.
Brazilian heavy metal from Brazil.
Okay, I'm not really that familiar, but I know you post stuff for the Friday Night Facebook.
Yes, I have.
When you guys see a lot of music
Actually,
stuff,
that's when I did hint.
yeah, I saw. If you guys see a lot of music stuff, Venom and Death and stuff like that, Sepultura that's usually AA posting. No, I love it, man. That gives people a chance to get exposed to it.
Yeah,
and we've
yeah.
gotten so much stuff on our Instagram when this guy goes
Yeah,
music
I
crazy.
do, yeah,
And we
yeah.
get like bands from Australia, Florida saying, "Hey, can you follow us, share us? We
Yeah.
love what you love." And I'm like, dude, this guy right here, man. Like, you're the one doing it big. Oh, Joe is in the house. Joe, what up, man?
Joe.
Interstate is great. Yes, Joe, of course. Joe, you missed your whole section here. We needed you.
My favorite Soundgarden song, "Loud Love" from Louder Than Love Louder Than Love album. If you go back and hear one song from them, hear that song.
Yeah.
"Loud Love." I
Okay.
fucking love that song.
I think it might be a solo Chris Cornell song, but the one that comes out in Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah, there's a great Chris
Okay,
Cornell song.
okay.
And I remember watching Man of Steel. It's the part when he's on the boat, kind of working and all that. And I was like, and then he's like kind of walking in the rain. Clark Kent kind of finding his way. People don't like that part of it. And I was like, that's Chris Cornell. I know that's him. I'm like, is that a Soundgarden song though, or is that Chris Cornell solo? And I just looked it up and listened to it the other day, and I think it's Chris Cornell by himself.
Okay.
But it's a awesome song, man. Great
Okay,
song.
so I kind of expanded mine. So I got albums.
Okay.
My number one album, I just love this album, is Derek and the Dominoes, "Layla."
Okay.
Great song. It's Eric Clapton.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, and Dwayne Allman just shredding on guitar, both of them. This is probably the best guitar playing I've ever heard Eric Clapton play. the most passionate singing he's ever done.
That's
it's
impressive.
pretty much about George Harrison's wife.
Yeah.
He wants her. And
Yeah.
that whole song is just dripping with so much fucking emotion of how much he wants her, how much he loves her.
My dad always tells me this story about how Eric Clapton went after George
Yeah,
Harrison's
and
wife.
he did.
It was
and
like
he
a
got
big
her.
deal.
Yeah. No, but George didn't even give a shit at the end, you know?
Wow.
So, but that is my favorite album. It's a great album. That would probably be the Eric Clapton album I would always
Is
recommend.
Layla about her?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Damn, that's fucking powerful.
Yeah,
man.
it
That's,
is. Yeah.
He had it bad.
Yeah, he did.
When you just,
Bad.
but he said he got it.
He got her.
Did they stay together?
eventually. No, he cheated on her almost as soon as he got her. Fucking asshole.
Way to go, Clapton. Cocaine.
Operation Mindcrime for Queensryche. I think it's the best Queensryche album. It's mine and Mario's favorite Queensryche.
You and Friday Night Mario got some
Yeah,
aligned
we did.
taste.
Oh yeah.
Great mind for music,
Yeah.
Mario.
It's about a drug addict that gets caught up in this. He thinks they're trying to help him, but it's like a mind wipe for a government assassins, pretty much.
Okay.
So that's a pretty cool story. Painkiller from Judas Priest, probably their most heaviest album ever.
Great tune.
Kiss, Creatures of the Night, which I have right there.
Love
With
that
the new
album
lineup.
cover, man.
Fucking their heaviest album, I think. I love it. It's from 1980. It's not from the original lineup. It's from the second lineup, really. Heaven and Hell, the Black Sabbath album with Dio.
Ooh, nice.
I love that album. You know, Ozzy had 2 bad albums. His last 2 I don't think were very good albums. When you hear Heaven and Hell, say you listen to it like all the way, like from the Ozzy to where they get to Heaven and Hell, it's a big improvement for Black Sabbath. Huge improvement.
decline
Yeah,
a
the
little
last 2
bit.
Black
Okay.
Sabbath with Ozzy's are not that great. When you hear Heaven and Hell, you're like, okay, now they
Okay.
sound like Sabbath again.
Right on.
Killers, the second album from Iron Maiden.
Yes.
Fucking great album. It's with the original lead singer Paul Di'Anno.
And he's got like the hammer in
Yes,
his hand.
yes.
Right? Yeah, it's great. That's a great one.
Seasons in the Abyss from Slayer. Fucking love that album. Super heavy. Dead Skin Mask is probably my favorite song from that album. Killer riffs, killer voice, killer drums, everything. Beneath the Remains from Sepultura.
Okay.
I'd put that album against Master of Puppets, against Rain in Blood.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, any of the thrash albums, I would put that one against any of them. Bad Motorfinger from Soundgarden. That is my
that's
favorite.
great.
It's the one before Super Unknown.
Yes.
But I think it's a much
I think
superior.
the one I'm talking about, My Way, is on that one, I think.
No, that's on
Oh, it
Super
is
Unknown.
that shit.
But
Yeah.
Bad Motorfinger, I think, is superior than Super Unknown.
Okay.
And then my last one is Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Fucking love Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Can't argue with you on that. I own
Yeah.
that album. Love that album.
Great from top to bottom.
Top to bottom. You could just put it on and let it play.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
it.
top to bottom. And it's a 14 album track. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a long album. It's
Yeah.
like an hour long
great.
album. But
I love Anthony Kiedis' voice,
Yeah.
Flea's bass. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just good.
John
it's just like
Frusciante?
the funk. Yeah, it's just
Man.
like, like boom, boom, boom,
Chad,
boom, 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 the funk,
you know, on the drums.
Yeah. Like when you hear a Chili Peppers song, you know it's Chili Peppers. So
Yeah.
that's what I love about that.
Yeah.
Dude, great list, man.
Yeah.
Is that how you rounded it
Well,
out?
I got kind of more, but it looks like we're gonna be running out a little bit of time. So
Yeah, I think we got a little bit more. We're gonna go a little bit more here, guys. But we're gonna give you another quick second where we're gonna check on everybody out there in the comment land and see what's going on with you guys.
what is
Joe
going
in the
on,
house. Joe says
Joe?
it's late in the evening. Joe, the reason why is because we're trying out a
we're
different
trying something,
format
yeah.
where we're keeping the live going while we record the show. So that's why we're still live. What the live tells me here that I can see, because we lost our video feed, so I can't see myself, but we can't see ourselves, and we can't see how many people are in the live. But what I can see is that we've been live for an hour and 37 minutes now. We kind of just combined the pre-show and this. There's a reason behind why we're trying it this way, and we're seeing if we're gonna hear how it sounds. When do you normally listen? Monday?
Sunday, Saturday.
Okay, so I won't listen till Monday morning. I like to forget what we talked about, because if I hear it right afterwards, then it's like my mind is remembering the conversation instead of me like hearing what we're saying. So I'll listen to it later. But yeah.
Okay, so Sam, let me play you the song. You probably recognize it.
Okay.
And probably the Fighting Nighters too.
Don't get us sued, Double.
No. You
I believe 7 seconds is the rule.
You'll recognize it right away.
Get anything delivered. Download the Favor app today and get unlimited free delivery.
Favor is not paying us. We're not getting any money from Favor.
I pulled in
Oh,
Yes.
that's a great
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You guys know this song, Friday Nighters that are listening here?
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's
man.
my all-time favorite song.
That
It's
is
The
a
Weight
great,
from the band.
great tune,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I'm going to jam to that later. Is
Yeah.
that in commercials? That comes out in stuff,
It comes
right?
out in movies and commercials.
Everything, right? Yeah. Okay, I love that, man. Just sounds like, again, kind of like good.
I think one of your bands is like a big, like they love the band, that
Good
Mumford
music.
and Sons.
Oh,
They
really?
love the
Oh, I
band.
can see that.
Yeah.
I could definitely
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do we got here in the comments? Let's see. Joe says, oh, I think we got something before that. Okay,
Okay, okay.
Maria, my mom says, she goes, I thought that was the one about
Kal-El
Spider-Man,
rocks.
Sunflower. Yes, Kal-El does rock. Juan, thank you for that. No, Mom, you liked another song from Amy Lee from Evanescence. It's not that song you're thinking about,
okay.
but it comes from the Daredevil soundtrack when you hear that one. So we're going back a little bit. Steve liked the story about
nice.
meeting
Nice.
Rob Halford. Yeah, Belinda says she agrees about Khalil rocking with Juan. That's great. Love it. We all do. Yeah. And Joe, we got Interstate is great. Deftones, heads up, listen to it. Okay, I'll both give a listen with him. He says it's classic. He said it's late in the evening. Yes, that's why we're here because we're doing.
No, but he's saying that's from the
Yeah,
lyric,
yeah. Double duty. Taking the Girl still hits. From the Chili Peppers. Yeah. My favorite one is it might be that one from that album.
Really?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
like the first one, the first song.
Oh no, I Could Have Lied. That's my favorite from that one. I Could Have Lied. I think that's what it's called.
The Righteous and the Wicked.
That's a great one. The Righteous and the Wicked. It's good. Very good. Yeah. True AA Bon Scott. Awesome. Late in the Evening, the Layla song lyrics. Oh yeah, man. Good shit. All right, guys. We took a little bit of second there to address the Friday Nighters that are still hanging out with us. The Friday Night Faithful, truly proving their faithfulness
Under
at
the
this
bridge.
time, because well, you know, if you've been with us for this long, it's pretty faithful. So, guys, we're going to go a little bit longer here on the back end piece for our recorded portion. If you want to hang out, great. If you want to listen to it later when it's more convenient, you'll definitely have that option. Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcast. We are now on Pandora. Now on Pandora. If you still jam out on Pandora, I do. It's where I found a lot of music that I like.
Oh, yeah.
I love that it fits you with stuff that's similar interests, so that's great. But yeah, let's keep it going. Double A, you're gonna pick us right on up. Let's go for it.
Okay, and then just one more. I had like songwriters. Mike Ness is my favorite songwriter. I love his lyrics in Social Distortion. They're so real, about drugs, struggles, fitting in, isolation.
I don't want to interrupt you, Dole, but I love on the album at the Roxy you let me listen. I talked about this before. He says, "You guys want to hear us do a happy song?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, we ain't got no fucking happy songs." I'm like, "Damn, man, shit is like, story of my life is
It
just
is.
like."
It's great. How many people can relate to that?
And I went for a job, but my jeans were ripped up, so I just went home like, fuck it.
I never was into school or sports elections,
Yeah, man. Yeah. He even talks about, I love hearing him talk in between the songs. He talks about being punk rock, you know what I mean? He's like, you got your fucking ass whipped by the cops and by the jocks and by everybody because you had blue hair or whatever. He goes, now you can walk around with blue hair. It's like, no thing. It's like, you're punk, but you don't know when it was back in the day when you were punk, you're getting the shit beat out of you for being punk, you know what I mean? So that's pretty fucking cool.
It was because of him I heard that like phrase that, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery.
Yeah.
It's the first time I heard it was from Social Distortion. I love that phrase, tomorrow's history, tomorrow's a mystery.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Danzig with the Misfits. I love his fucking writing. I mean, it's just all about horror movies. I mean, you made that whole band, the Misfits, is just based on horror movies.
I love that.
I love it.
It's like genre-based music. You know what I mean? Like, not that it's all genre-based, but know.
My girlfriend turned into
Astro Zombies, Teenagers from Mars,
London Dungeon.
I mean, dude, all of
Attitude.
Last Caress. I mean, dude, the lyrics of Last Caress.
The one you sang from The Return of Fly.
But dude, Last Caress. I got something to say. I raped your mother today.
I was like,
Jesus. And then it's like
skulls.
Skulls. You know what I mean? I want your skulls. I mean, it's meant to be like horror type. So that's where he wrote it based on.
So I mean, I love the whole Misfits. I love that they base it on. I thought it was cool. They made a career out of
very cool. I love the idea of like, hey, you don't have life experiences to write about. You just like live in a boring life.
Oh,
You're like,
yeah,
let me
so-
take what I like and write music about it. You know
Yeah,
what
so I mean, go back to the Misfits and just enjoy the lyrics. They're pretty fucking cool. Roger Waters.
See you later, Steve. Appreciate you being here, man.
Oh, okay, see you, Steve. Roger Waters, love Roger Waters from Pink Floyd.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
when Sid Barrett, their original founder, you know, took too much LSD, fried his mind, and Dark Side of the Moon and Wish You Were Here are kind of based about him snapping and, you know, kind of not being there anymore, like in the head.
Like
and,
the trip.
Yeah, and then the Wall is like kind of like being famous, but kind of being isolated because you don't know who's really your friend and really who's not, you know. So Roger Waters is one of my all-time favorite. He's the main lyricist for Pink Floyd. He's the one that writes the albums.
And they're split now, him and...
Yeah. But me and my brother got to see him.
Yeah, that's right.
On July 3rd, you know, so that was a blast.
Very cool.
And then Bob Marley. I love Bob Marley's, you know, love, peace, unity, you know, being together, being as one.
Yeah.
I love Bob Marley's songs. I love the lyrics that he has.
You know, not that long ago, Friday Nighter Adam, the other Adam in the Friday Night Faithful, Adam Tondre, had asked us during the election. He said, "Guys, give me your favorite political songs." I don't know how many of us put Bob Marley in there or whatever, but what a more powerful message than the message he's trying to convey regarding and surrounding politics.
So like Get Up, Stand Up.
Oh gosh,
I mean, man, that's like
Buffalo Soldier.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Buffalo. That's a deep one. You know, from him saying, you know, how they stole him from Africa, and you know, in chains.
Even I Shot the Sheriff is you know, I mean, in its own way. It
but
is.
I didn't shoot the deputy.
Exactly,
you know?
right, exactly.
But yeah, his songs are just message and hope and love and unity and being together and protesting for what you believe in. I love Bob Marley's music. I love his writing.
What is it? Three Little Birds?
Yeah.
I always...
One Love.
Yeah, I always give Three Little Birds to my girlfriend, my sister. I give it really to anyone that I know that is like stressed, hurting. And it's so funny. One of my old coworkers, Lizette, I always see her post that song too, and she's kind of in that kind of, seems like she's in that kind of mood. And it's like, yeah, it's true. Like, that song really is. Every little thing is going to be all right. You know what I mean? Like,
sometimes you just need to hear that.
Yeah, you really do.
You know?
You really do, man. That's another power of music, I think, that music has, is to move you to those kind of thoughts and places. Someone else already said it. They've already been there. You know what I mean? So,
and then
really cool.
Robert Smith from The Cure.
Yeah, wonderful.
I love his songwriting. Great
Very
stuff
good.
that he writes about. You know, again, the same things. You know, that pretty much make alternative rock.
Yeah.
You know, he was all there from the happy songs. You know, from like Love Song and Pictures of You, and you know, to like the morbid songs, to the sad songs. I mean, Robert Smith's a really good singer.
Oh
I
yeah,
like his voice. A good writer.
Still around. Still a chance for us to see.
He's the main architect of The Cure. There are a lot of people that come and go, but he's the one that writes. He's the one that sings. You know, so he's one of my favorite songwriters. So Robert Smith.
I'm very good. I love The Cure, man. They're fantastic. I feel like I learned about them like kind of later on in life, but you know, obviously the Crow soundtrack, Roxanne mentioned, Burn, Help Me, but hearing other stuff too. You know, again, Friday I'm in Love. Those songs just absolutely. You know,
A Forest,
awesome,
In Between Days, Boys Don't Cry.
This was there's too many. There's a bunch. The one that's about the child molester, the pedophile.
That's what I'm saying.
Song, yeah. There's so many like that are just like
I know.
Shit.
Joe will probably pick Jonathan Davis as a songwriter.
I'm sure he would.
Up shit that he wrote.
Yeah, but powerful stuff, man. Yeah. Joe's also mentioned in the comments, guys, about Dan being mentioned as Wolverine.
Yeah, he was for a long time. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I mean,
so he got knocked out.
But I mean, at that time in the '90s, he was like 5'3". He was chiseled.
Sure.
He had the burns going. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In the '90s. I mean,
definitely remember.
He was
for sure.
Kind of looked like Wolverine.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my list again.
Great
completely
list,
different
man.
from
all
the other ones.
We've heard a total of 5 lists thus far.
Yeah.
All different. Different. I don't have a list like this prepared, guys. I just didn't do it that way. But I just brought some stuff to talk about that I want to talk to you about that I love. So obviously I already showed you guys my Kurt Cobain book here. You know what I mean? I love Nirvana. I love Kurt. I love his songwriting and his voice. Just a very unique soul to me, special. I own one album box set. It's the Nirvana box set. Famously in our family, me and your oldest brother were probably like maybe the first two that kind of were listening to, like, in a sense, newer music. You know what I mean? I was always on MTV. I would watch it for hours on end, and at that time he was like Nirvana and I was like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
and
you were the hard rock guy and he was the grunge guy.
Yeah, which is
now
a total turn
totally
from
reversed.
now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, I just have over the years, obviously, grown to love Nirvana even more, and a huge fan of theirs. And the music just takes me to that time and that place, and it makes me have good memories. And if I want to hear them really and be in a chill mode, which I'm usually trying to be in, I'll listen to Unplugged. They're Unplugged one of my favorite albums.
Unplugged,
just to relax to, man.
Oh my goodness.
Where Did
Great
You Sleep
songs.
Last Night?
Great songs that weren't even theirs, but he picked like great covers.
He did. He talks about Lead Belly being one of his favorites, and yes, that's fantastic.
It's actually because of that. Really, that I kind of went back with the David Bowie because I wanted to hear David Bowie's "Man Who Sold the World."
Yes, right. Yeah,
and it's great. Like it almost they didn't go too far off, but I think his is just a tad better than the Bowie one.
Right? A little bit.
Man, it's great.
And that night, man, I think he truly was on. So for sure, well,
see, I mean, tell us like some of the bands you do like, though.
Well, yeah, so for sure,
you have a very diverse list.
Yeah, it goes all over. It truly does.
Great,
I'm wearing a shirt tonight of one of my favorite bands I discovered in the past couple of years called the Dead South. They're from Saskatchewan, Canada. I heard them refer to themselves, I think, as like outlaw country, but I feel like it's kind of folk. There's a lot of banjo in it. This is their most recent album, Sugar and Joy. But man, the first song I heard of theirs is titled In Hell I'll Be in Good Company.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, man, what a great title. They kind of dress alike, you know what I mean? One of them wears like a wide brim hat, but they're all like black and white and like that. Got to see them live with my girlfriend and my sister. 502 Rock Bar up there in the north side, small venue. We were right up at the front. They were missing one of their bandmates, and they had a female filling in, playing the banjo. Someone gave her a dozen roses. She gave a dozen roses to my sister. We got pictures with them. They signed, they signed our albums. Amy has a signed shirt. They were so awesome. Whoa. No drums, double A. Banjo, like no guitar, little guitar, and one guy plays like a big, like kind of like a cello thing. They put out this piece of wood. They're like foot stomping it with their boots. The lead singer Nate Hiltz literally like drinks freaking Jameson out of the bottle. He's just drinking it. And we drank beer with them afterwards. Drank Lone Star, man. They're really cool. It's really awesome banjo music, but fucking fun drinking music. Check out Bastard Son, the recap. There's so many, man. There's just so many. Like it's just like really like wow. I don't know what you'd call it, like foot stomping music. Like I said, like to me, like beer drinking music. It's just different. You know what I mean? They call themselves.
Check out some of these song titles: Blue Trash, Black Lung, Fat Little Killer Boy, Broken Cowboy, Heaven in a Wheelbarrow, Crawdaddy Serve Code, Alabama People, and Distance Oneself.
Dude, yeah, man, they're really like down to earth, nice guys. They're younger guys, but yeah, again from Canada. But it's almost like they're like really into like Western culture and like the South. They're Blue Trash. It's funny. That's what they call their. We got the Friday Nighters. Well, they got Blue Trashers.
Okay.
So I'm part of the Blue Trash people there with them, and they're so rad. Also out of the same area, oddly enough, Saskatchewan, Canada, comes a guy, Coulter Wall. His dad was like a prime minister or something like that or whatever up there, whatever they've got. Great country voice. Also covers the same song, Big Iron, I mentioned by Johnny Cash. The song is, he does the full version, and he's got that voice. But it's so funny, the Dead South, they call themselves sometimes like an evil Mumford and Sons, which they are in a way because their music is more darker a little bit, but still, it's got a great beat and tune to it. But Coulter Wall gets compared a lot to Johnny Cash. So it was cool for me to hear a song that Johnny Cash covered and then, he covered from Marty Robbins, Big Iron.
Oh, wow.
And man, he does a great job. I've seen him live twice. Now, seeing him live, I told my girlfriend we went and saw him in Austin in the blistering fucking heat 4th of July. It was the Willie Nelson like outdoor festival, and man, it was brutal, guys. They had like these big tanks of water, free handkerchiefs from HEB. We were just soaking them down and getting wet. But we saw him and we pretty much left because it was. I mean, we wanted to see Willie, but man, it was so brutal. And yes, I'm blasphemy because I had a chance to see Willie Nelson and I left. I already paid, but we watched Culture Wall and we got the hell out of there. The next time we saw him was at the place out in Helotes. The name escapes me right now, but it's a little
I've seen it.
country place.
Yes,
it's a good little venue.
I've seen it. Yeah, when I was
he
delivering windows.
Yeah, he was awesome both times. But if you've ever seen George Strait, people say George Strait pretty much just stands there, plays guitar, sings into the mic. Culture Wall is the exact same way. Not a lot of movement, not a showman, I mean, in that sense or whatever, but man, that voice just hooks you in where you're like, holy shit, this guy's got a really powerful voice. But some other bands, like, we talked about Mumford & Sons. I brought those with me, too. They're two, like, special editions.
Nice, very nice.
I love the one with the pistols, English guys. There's a fucking actor that I always think would play Marcus Mumford so well. He looks just like the lead singer from Mumford to me. But, man, these guys, these two albums, the third one, they went really like electric. I didn't like it as much, but
they did a Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Little Lion Man, Lover's Eyes. I mean, Whispers in the Dark, Sinomar, The Cave. Guys, you know these songs. I mean, like you've probably heard the hits at least, but their whole albums, you could just pop it in and let it play.
Nice.
And it's like, again, it's like chill music, sitting on your porch or working in your yard, and you just groove to it, man. I mean, it's it's not like, work out to it. No, it's not workout music, you know what I mean? But it's definitely stuff that is worth listening to, and they're so rad. Another guy I wanted to talk about here, and guys, I'm going like kind of off the deeper end of my stuff because, in our episode Crank the Yanks, I talk a lot about the 90s grunge that I love so dearly, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, who I already mentioned, all that stuff. So you want to hear a little bit more about me talk about that, listen to that episode, and you get a good taste. But this guy, I kind of put him in the same vein as the Dead South, Mumford & Sons, and Culture Wall, but Amigo the Devil. Now, he's American. We got to see him live. One guy, one guitar, like an acoustic guitar, at Paper Tiger.
Damn. Okay.
Signed
used to be the White Rabbit.
Used to be the White Rabbit. Signed it.
Ooh,
my girlfriend and my sister, they fell in love right away. Big guy, long hair, beard. But, man, music... so powerful, Double A, about depression. His song "Stronger Than Dead" is fucking awesome. When he was up there singing it, man, I was like literally moved to tears, man.
There's like a part where it says "Diggers: A Diary of Ed Gein."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a cool koozie.
Dahmer does Hollywood.
Yeah, he's kind of into the true crime, the killers. I've got his koozie from his merch. It says like. Dahmer, Gain, Bundy, and then Amigo the Devil. Yeah. But his music can get kind of dark. I let Friday Night or Roxanne hear some of the songs. She didn't like some of them. Yeah. One of them he has is like, I Hope Your Husband Dies. You know what I mean? He's pretty much singing, but it's pretty much because he's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? So, he does have one. It's kind of about domestic violence, and he talks about, smashing a girl's head, but in the end, she kills him. She cuts out his tongue. So, again, we kind of talked a little bit earlier about storytelling in music. Storytelling in music to me is very important when I'm listening to songs. Yeah. I'm like, man, I want to hear something really interesting like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a huge fan. I think this is another Amigo album. I don't know if he signed this one or whatever, but yeah, he did in the inside, but it's in black.
Nice.
And they're black.
Very nice.
But someone else who I love like this a lot, Florence and the Machine. I don't really know what you really classify her music as. She's...
Anybody? Florence and the Machine?
Yeah, Florence and the Machine. Very unique, high energy. There's some songs that are really great. They used her a lot in Game of Thrones.
That's right.
Seven
Maybe
Devils.
That's where I saw it.
Yeah, season 2, okay. Seven Devils. They play it in the trailer. It's a great song. Then at the end, when Podrick sings the one song that Jenny and the Olsons, she's the one who does it like on the CD version, and she just kills it. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. But yeah, she's great. I would love to see her live. She's someone I haven't seen live. I've seen the Dead South. I've seen Culture Wall. I've seen Amigo. Seen Mumford & Sons, me and Jess, at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin.
Shit, really?
And they were great. They actually covered a Bruce Springsteen song that I'd never heard before, I'm on Fire. I wasn't familiar with that song. when we were hearing it, Jess goes, that's Bruce Springsteen. She's like, you didn't know that? I said, I've never heard that song because I thought that was their song. They were doing a new song. I went back, love both versions. Both versions are fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's that. I got Flogging Molly's album here. I brought. Yeah. I'm also a huge Dropkick Murphys fan. I've seen Flogging Molly once.
Dropkick Murphy fan.
Seen him 3 times. Me and my sister twice, and then once with Friday Night or Aaron B. and Jess was there also. And they high energy, tear it up. Some people call it Irish punk. I don't know if I'll go that far to call it Irish. It's just like fucking great storytelling in the song. Shipping up to Boston, we know from The Departed. But dude, state of Massachusetts. Rose Tattoo is like one of my absolute favorites, just about like pride, brotherhood. Our cousin Phil is kind of big into the whole kind of skinhead, like the real meaning of being a skinhead movement, not like the neo-Nazi stuff or whatever. But yeah, man. And so but no, I mean, they just got really powerful stuff in the music. Guys from Boston, they rep their teams and all that, so they're huge on that. And even though we're Yankees guys, but it's still, the music is really fucking rad. I really enjoy it. Yeah. So definitely love Dropkick Murphys and Flogging Molly too. Kind of the same thing. They're from LA though, so they're not so much into the Boston scene. But these guys have done shows together, St. Patrick's Day shows, and it's like so much good energy. So I mean, dude, Drunken Lullabies, Kiss Me I'm Shit Faced from Flogging Molly. I mean, they're just like fun too. They make you laugh. It's like fucking beer drinking music. Like you're in a pub drinking with your buddies. You know what I mean? So I love that. But it's so funny today. If you listen back, guys, to our episode Inter El Luchador, where we interviewed Jesse and Billy. Jesse, I've been, we're friends on Facebook now. I've been seeing so much of his posts. He's been posting a lot of Cure.
Open today.
Yeah, they're open today. Yeah. So we're glad that they're open. But he'll post the Cure.
Really?
He's been posting the Smith. He goes, I know I love depressing music. And I hate to say it, but I think I kind of love depressing music too. Like, I listen to a lot of slower stuff, really melodic, really like, these really kind of, kind of heartbreak stories or dark stories or stories of abuse or whatever it is. And although I didn't experience one of those things in my life, I mean, it's just, maybe it's the tune or whatever it is. I find it relatable. You know what I mean? Drug addiction. I've never been addicted to drugs, but I hear the things and I maybe hear the pain. And it just leads me like quickly to my favorite singer-songwriter, who is Elliott Smith. I got 2 of his albums here that are probably 2 of the better ones you hear. If you guys know Elliott Smith,
apparently a lot of people did on Instagram.
Yeah, well, you definitely know him from Good Will Hunting. Miss Misery was the main song from Good Will Hunting. They feature Angelus. Several of his songs are in that movie, Between the Bars. Those are beautiful, beautiful, great songs. One of my favorites is St. Ides Heaven, which, St. Ides, I remember that being like one of the first alcoholic beverages I would drink ever, which is like the old school Smirnoff before there was even Smirnoff on the market to buy, guys. You drink St. Ides. It came in a big bottle of flavored like passion fruit and all this shit, whatever. But yeah, man, Needle in the Hay also comes out in Rushmore, and a couple of other things too, whatever. But very beautiful song. Tragically took his own life by stabbing himself in the heart, of all things. There's a great documentary about him on Prime right now. I wrote it down. It's called Heaven Adores You. He's just another guy too, to me, like Kurt, that just had this really beautiful soul. Just really was troubled though, and couldn't really get out of those troubles, and made this beautiful music while doing it. He's the one who I mentioned was heavily influenced by Bob Dylan. He loved Bob Dylan. Okay. He loved also who's the guy AA that comes out in Elvis Costello. I was thinking of Austin Powers. Right? He loved Elvis Costello too. So yeah, I mean, it was just really tragic how his life was cut short. The documentary is really beautiful. Heaven Adores You. If you get a chance and you like music documentaries, check it out. I know me and you love Pearl Jam 20, so there's that. Another guy that's...
I'm just a big music doc fan. Anyways.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Genesis, but I've seen their doc. I'm not a big fan of Foo Fighters, but I've seen their doc.
I'd watch that too.
So I just love music.
The Pearl Jam 20 literally at the end brought me to tears, man. I was just like, man, like this is so beautiful. Hearing Eddie talk about the music and everything. And I want to talk quickly about one more songwriter, Ben Gibbard from Death Cab for Cutie, also the Postal Service album. I think they only have one, if I'm correct. It's but I bought the album version for my sister. We both love that album so much. Everyone I hear that loves it. You can put it on in the beginning and you can hear it to the end. And it's in so many commercials now. So many things, like UPS was using one of their songs for a while, oddly from the band The Postal Service. But, you know, like it's just gotten so commercial or whatever. But, you know, it's still great music. But some of the, you know, other stuff I like too is like I mentioned Shakira being I'm a huge fan of Shakira. I love her. Yeah. I think she again is, to me, she's like, if we had to nominate a representative for Earth, she'd be who I nominated. She would be, in my opinion, the person that I feel could communicate globally to everybody. A beautiful heart, beautiful person, dancer, her music, just
and you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. Like I was saying, Michelle, I was saying Roxanne that. You know, I like Prince. I like George Michael.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
George Michael is actually one of my favorite vocalists. Yeah. He became one of my favorite vocalists.
Yeah. I just put up one of my favorite Christmas songs from the Pogues. And there was apparently some show, I think it's in England, or he came out on, and he covers that song, which is called, I gotta look it up. I put it in the group before, though. But yeah, it's a Christmas song, but it's definitely a darker Christmas song about being in the drunk tank and stuff. Yeah. So, but when it comes to vocalists, I mean, like, quickly, without running down a whole list, number one is probably Elvis for me. Okay. Never get enough of Elvis. I'll say it now. My favorite song of all time is Can't Help Falling in Love. His version. And I mean, I know he didn't write all of his own stuff, but that song for me, by him, is the like version.
His voice. That 70s stuff.
Absolutely, man. Dude, I love... You know, the I'm all shook up when it's like harder, you know what I mean? It's fantastic, man. If I Could Dream is one of my absolute favorites of his. The first verse, man, I felt like should have been at the end, though, because it's like the strongest one, you know? Freddie Mercury, I love Queen. I'm a huge Queen fan. You're right, Double A, everything you said about their albums, being able to put them in beginning to end. You know, Liar.
They're different. Too,
they're different. Yeah. I love It's a Kind of Magic. I mean, those songs, you know, from Highlander. I mean, they just don't cease to get me. So I love that. Like I said earlier, the last album I bought was a Busta Rhymes album. I love Busta Rhymes. I love hip hop, rap music.
I like, you know what? That's what I kind of forgot on my songwriter list. I forgot to put Ice Cube.
Oh, yeah. Great.
I'm a big fan of his writing.
Iconic, man.
Yeah, the NWA stuff that he wrote.
Definitely. We've had that talk before, yeah.
Man, I love his songwriting stuff. So powerful. So, like the messages get
puts through. You there, right? Like, we didn't grow up in Compton, but you almost get a feel for it based on how well his writing is. No, definitely great, strong songwriter. I love it too when there is beefs and they go back and forth. And you know, we've seen. I know you haven't seen it yet, but in the Straight Outta Compton film, when the NWA guys know when he goes solo and he does that No Vaseline song, it's like that diss is hard, that burn is so good, and we know we all talk shit in our group of friends. So it's like when somebody hits it good, you're like shit, you know, it's like a knockout punch. You know what I mean? Like you got to come back from that. So I love that. That leads me to love guys like Eminem and Jay-Z. They're some of my absolute favorites. Definitely Eminem as a songwriter because it's so detailed and vivid and painful. The song Puke, you know what I mean, by him off maybe his third or fourth album is like
I'm a big fan of House of Pain.
House of Pain, great.
I love House of Pain.
From Boston too, I believe. Yeah.
Big time Irish, proud Irish.
Oh yeah. But definitely Eminem, if you guys know all his hits or whatever, but there's a lot of deep cuts on those albums that just go in there.
Remind me again the Houston group. We
Ghetto Boys. We love the Ghetto Boys.
That, the Mind Playing Tricks on Me.
Oh, definitely.
Man, I fucking love that song.
I would definitely put that probably me personally. I've heard another good friend of mine, Maika, has said this. It's got to be one of the top 5 hip hop songs of all time.
For me, that's my favorite hip hop song. Definitely. I love the beat. I love the lyrics.
Haunting, man.
The fucking lyrics are great.
Yeah. What the story is told there. The story was literally of the guys, the different guy, Bushwick Bill, Willie D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like their mind literally is playing tricks on
I bought that album really just for that song, but the album is good too. But I bought it really for that song.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that whole album, We Can't Be Stopped. I have that on tape, and I think I own it on CD. And it is good beginning to end. You know what I mean? So funny. So
like Straight Outta Compton. The NWA album. Fucking love it. Love Ren. Love Q. Ice Cube. I love Dr. Dre. I like their rapping more than Easy.
Okay,
I
yeah,
like Ren.
definitely.
Like probably out of the whole group of that one, I like Ren.
Yeah, I've
his
heard you say
rapping
that
voice.
before.
Yeah. And then probably Ice Cube.
Yeah,
and then probably
sure.
Dr. Dre.
Right,
and
right.
then Easy.
You can see why Dr. Dre kind of more on the producer side, but those beats, man.
No, but he did good.
Shit.
No, I like his rapping, but compared to Ren and Ice Cube, I like the other two better. Like Ren just sounds so fucking angry.
Oh yeah,
when he's singing.
Yeah,
you know, more angry than Ice Cube.
And that definitely is music to me that transports me kind of to a time which I enjoy so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely walk down. That
Ice Cube is one of my favorite songwriters too. I forgot to put him down.
For sure, man. For sure. When it comes to bands, GNR is still up there for me. I still love Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I remember, man. That was your number one band.
Yeah, I can still pop on an album and listen to it. Appetite Lies.
CM was like the biggest fucking Guns N' Roses fan there was.
Still got my shirts. Still got my 2 shirts merch. Saw them live.
We saw them live.
Not together.
Not together. Which I didn't know. Yeah,
I
which I didn't know.
Yeah, that was a weird time in my life. But
yeah.
But I did go and see them
at the Alamo
Dome. At the Dome. Yeah,
one of the best concerts I've ever been to.
ZZ Top opened.
ZZ Top fucking
very fucking cool, man.
One of the best concerts I ever went to. I was like, after that concert, I don't think I need to see Guns N' Roses because they played everything.
No shit, yeah. I touch on almost everything in my notes except some of that stuff. 2 of the best live shows I've ever seen. I mean, I would definitely include the Dead South in there in that intimate setting, small bar, but big ones. The Chili Peppers and Green Day, man.
That's right.
And the Chili Peppers, I didn't know this. My sister was pregnant at the time. She didn't know as we were drinking beer.
Oh, shit.
We didn't know. She didn't know yet. We did drink a couple. It wasn't like we were fucked up. But yeah, we drank a couple. But man, like Double A, you could literally feel the energy.
Yeah.
Like I think at parts, both me and her were like moved to tears. Green Day, man, Billy Joe, he tears it up. Such a great show. So high energy. Yeah. He is all over the place, all the hits, the crowd is into it. I mean, it's like, fuck. Those 2, like, for me, big shows were great. It felt like an intimate setting. That's how great it was. And we've been at Metallica together, me and you. We've been at Metallica together. I think it wasn't bad. It was great. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I rank it up there with some of the other stuff we mentioned we were at together.
No, I wouldn't.
I mean,
I wouldn't.
it was fine, but it wasn't like, it didn't set the world on fire. No. I saw Kiss with my dad. That was amazing. He had loved Kiss since he was young. Didn't get to see them until he was older, with me. So that was cool. Paul Stanley rode a zip line out to where we were, landed on a stage above us. It was almost like it was right in front of us. So that was really, really cool, man. I mean, that's some of the live shows that I was at that stood out. But yeah, I mean, definitely more to go into. Sorry, guys, a little break right here real quick, only because we hit our next 30-minute mark. If you're listening and watching now, you probably won't go back and listen to the actual audio version, but if you do have the time on your hands, let us know how it comes out in the audio side. Let me read a little bit to the comments here right now. Sorry, Joe, you missed our precursor about how we were going to kind of focus on the episode while we were double recording, and then in our break part where the episode has to kind of load in, we'll take some time to look at the comments here. Excuse me, you say Def would like, I would like Deftones, or we would like Deftones. Yeah, I think we're both in there, I think, a little bit. Let me see. We're going up in the comments.
Okay,
here.
right there.
Here,
yes. Dude, y'all did my list. Yes,
yeah,
we did, Joe.
Yeah, we did. Definitely, yeah, man. Great list, man. By the way, like stuff on there, I got to give a listen to that I haven't heard yet.
Headbangers Ball.
Yep. Oh yeah, Headbangers Ball was awesome, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. That was a great show. That was a good old MTV days.
Flow is good.
Oh, I'm glad you like Florence. Yeah, awesome.
Live.
Oh, really? Okay, you've seen her for live. That's pretty cool, Joseph. All right.
You like the Deftones?
Yeah. No, I've got a mixed CD of them. I got to show you. I'm going to take a picture. I'll send it to you, Joe. What's on that CD? Let me know if it's good. Ice Cube's writing translates to his movies. Yeah, I would agree, man. That's awesome. Rap documentary called Beef. That's like 4 parts. It's all good. Check it out. Cool. Okay, I'll check that out. Let us know where to watch, Joe, if we could get a hold of that documentary. But Double A, anything that you feel like we may have missed or needed to touch on here? I went through my stack of CDs and my brief notes. I mean, I think I feel pretty good. I'm hoping that out of this, people will get to listen to something new and different.
We mentioned a whole broad range of music. So
there's nothing I love more than sitting around with you and your brothers listening to music. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like we listen to kind of some of the same stuff, But like more recently, we sat in your backyard and I let you guys hear some Dead South, and the guys were kind of laughing some of the lyrics. They were like, "Oh, this is like pretty good."
Well,
like
I remember they played you like one of the death metal guys. He's kind of like into the country, kind of like outlaw country.
Yes,
you fell in love with that song.
Well, it's like how I love when Lemmy does some of the the hip cat
the head
stuff.
cat,
yeah, that stuff is really great. Yeah. So I really like that.
Yeah, so I remember they played you some songs and you're like, man, that's a badass song because you like that kind of music. That kind of banjo, kind of dark
Definitely.
stuff.
When we went to see Amigo the Devil, who opened for him, was this band called Twin Temple. So it all sounds like 50s music, AA, but it's all about Satan worshiping or whatever. I don't know that they're Satan worshipers or whatever, but it's just an interesting turn on that music to hear it kind of done that way. But all right, guys, we're gonna record the last little segment here of a super large episode, and then we're gonna end it for the night. So it'll probably take about maybe 10 minutes here, if that, and then we're gonna wrap it all up here, and you'll hear the end. So give us just a second to get that queued up for you. And we know this is kind of weird to probably watch live, us doing the podcast live, but
whoever's watching.
Hey, it's weird for us too to be doing it on this.
We're just trying it out. So something new that we're trying to try out. So.
Yeah, so here we go.
We're serving the servants.
We're serving the servants. I know. Where's the book at?
I think you put it over there.
Okay, what was the last thing I said? It's gonna sound okay? I think it'll be okay.
Just go. Go ahead.
But yeah, so that about does it, AA. I mean, music, man, it's all over the place. There's not enough time. We could talk just female singers. We could talk just bands. We could talk just, we
did Me and You. We did Friday Nighters Roxanne, Friday Nighter Michelle, Friday Nighter Joe, Friday Nighter John.
Yes.
We did 6 different people. We got 6 different kinds of feels for music. So it's awesome.
It just shows you the range, right? Yeah. And it goes all over. And like I said, I didn't need to touch, my love for the Beatles. You know what I mean? Me and Joe have shared playlists.
That's a great story, though, what you said earlier.
Yeah, man. I love that. I love that memory that sticks in my mind about that. But I mean, guys, you want to hear any of my Spotify playlists? Let me know. I have one for rap. I have one for kind of my sad music. I have one for stuff that I think is more upbeat. Me and Joe have. We shared our Halloween Spotify playlist, and he's shared his Christmas list with our group, his Christmas song list, and I need to go through it. I've given him a couple off of mine. I'm trying to make mine a little bit different, so I'm still working on it, so I need to go back in and make some adjustments. But it's definitely always fun to share music. Like I said, me and Foxy Roxy, we just share music, one song at a time, back and forth at times.
Roxanne loves New Wave. Yep.
Yeah, my girlfriend too is a big New Wave person too. And I'll hear them get into... Sometimes we listen to the old freestyle music, you know what I mean? That stuff. Yeah, there's a whole nother leg that hasn't been explored.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
It's out there, guys. Whatever your flavor is or your taste is, man.
Yeah, real quick. My wife, she loves, it's weird. She loves Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson. She loves Smashing Pumpkins. She likes Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
Push It, it's her favorite song.
Nice.
She likes, it's weird. And then she became a big Ramones fan because of me. And she became a big Queen fan because of me. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, but Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, and Stone Temple. Stone Temple is her ultimate. Nice. She said she saw them every time they came to San Antonio. Wow. Yes,
so
every
she
time.
saw Wyland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every
you
time
haven't
they
seen
came.
him, right?
No, because I didn't want to.
Got us on that. Yeah,
exactly.
That's crazy. So now we will never get that chance. She got to see.
Or Chester, the Virgin with Chester. Either.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, very great. That's what we'll get to see either one. It's that tragic. There's another band too, Linkin Park. I think has a lot of great songs. I get into them.
Sure.
But guys, let us know what you think about this episode. What do you think about this new format? We don't know that we're going to stick with it. We want to see how it goes. We may need to use it 1 or 2 more times.
It would have been nice if the camera stayed up.
Yeah, it would have been nice if the camera stayed up. You guys write to Facebook. Tell them to get their act together. As they probably boot us off right now. Yeah, but don't worry, guys. Too, this stuff is going to be going on YouTube. Eventually, I'm moving all of our lives off Facebook onto our YouTube channel. So go subscribe to us on YouTube. We've got some other great content on there. Some solo content with AA, doing some comic book reviews, some CD reviews. But I'm moving all of our lives over there as well. So that stuff can live there forever on our YouTube channel, not get deleted or erased from Facebook, as well as some other little supplementary videos we've done, us being out at Authority Comics. Don't forget to go out tomorrow. Support Collectors Authority, the sister store to Authority Comics. Collectors Authority on Southeast Military, run by Pete. Great guy, man. He's going to have Jason David Frank out there, the Green Ranger, and he's doing a thing called Power Ranger Protection Program, keeping small businesses alive, small comic shops mainly that need it. That's really awesome of him. So when you're going to pay for a picture autograph, they get it. So go out there and see him. Also, if you get time, go out and support the wrestling shop at Rolling Oaks Mall. Thunder Rosa will be there. The Just Another Friday Night podcast will be there. Hanging out, get a picture and an autograph. Maybe I'll have some stickers on me or something like that. I can hand some of that stuff out, so that'll be cool. Double A, anything else? Final thoughts before we go?
Man, it's really cool. Music's really good.
Love it.
It's for everyone.
I love seeing this.
Yeah. I mean, it's for everybody, so it's
cool.
It
sure is, man. If you need suggestions, let us know. And if you want to suggest stuff, let us know too.
Put it on the Facebook.
Yeah, we'll
put it
listen
on our
to
group.
It. Yeah, man.
I do. I never shy about putting stuff up. I know you guys probably don't like Venom and stuff with too early. You know what? Hey, there might be one of you that might.
I like Eddie Brock Venom. I mean, there's one. I mean, but we do cover it all in the pop culture podcast here. So, but hey, post up your favorites. Yeah, we're gonna be posting all week long music stuff, guys. Our favorites. We'll probably do a lot more posting of if we're gonna be actual songs. Grab them
and
YouTube, drop them
I'll
in.
post up, my picks, CM's picks,
Yeah.
Roxanne's picks. Michelle's picks, John's picks, and Joe's picks as well.
There'll be plenty of imagery on Instagram, and I'll make stories out of it, and I'll clip in some cuts from the songs that I can find, and it'll be good, guys. Like us, follow us, share us. If you're already doing all that, you probably are.
Our Twitter's
still
exploded,
here.
so check us out on Twitter.
We're over 100 followers on Twitter. We're over 100 on Instagram. Again, thanks to Lucky and the Dork Dad podcast yesterday. Guys, also today and tomorrow only, if you want to donate a blanket, our cousin Allie is doing a blanket drive for her school. They've adopted an elderly folks home. I wish I would have mentioned this earlier. It's at the tail end of this show.
Yeah, but you can hit her up. I share so much stuff of hers on our Facebook group.
Or if you have a blanket that's new and you want to donate it to someone elderly in the old folks home, let us know and I'll make sure that it gets to them. If you can do it before Monday is when her cutoff is. I know it's kind of late, but we just kind of found out. So, and I've got 4 blankets and 1 on the way from Steve. Thank you, Steve, on the way already. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out, being here with us at Just Another Friday Night, live on Facebook, and also at the same time recording our podcast. So it's going to be there as well. Guys, before we go, there's a little thing we always like to say. As a reminder to yourself, if you want to do something special with your life, with anything,
if you have a chance to meet a rock star,
there you go. If you're amongst the metal god, do as Double A did and seize the day.
Seize the fucking day.
Go to the album section though and try to find a CD of Judas Priest, something.
Fuck up, okay.
But okay, we'll settle for cardboard. I mean, it's good. Frame that up. Let's hang that up here, though. But meet the metal god if you can, because that's a great story for himself. It's kind of one of those moments when you're on your own and you have a unique moment. So seize the day, guys. And when you got to get that autograph, it might have to be on cardboard or whatever. Do whatever it takes. Guys, from Just Another Friday Night, I'm CM Chuck. I'm
Double A.
Have a good night. And we're out of here, guys. That's it. Peace. We think we're ending this live video. We're probably not.